Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the last round of the Abu Dhabi Chess Festival 2024. How are you doing, Viorel?
Well, morning round, yeah, always not easy, not only for the players but also for commentators. I hope, Maria, you are in great shape as I see. So, yeah, and this is decisive round. And imagine, so at 10 o'clock, decisive round. I mean, we are deciding the winner, the big winner of the tournament, with the first prize is $30,000, and some of the players even didn't show up. Okay, not in the leaders group, of course, but yeah, this is the about morning round. So how is your yeah, because yesterday we also discussed the morning
Yeah.
rounds, and it's really not easy. It's really not easy, but we have fighting games as far as I see.
I hope so. Yeah, I was at the playing hall and I could see that many players didn't show up. Some of them apparently didn't know that being late time is like only 15 minutes, not 30.
Yeah,
And some of them lost the game like that. But well, I mean, whoever is fighting for the main prizes, I'm sure they are
of course.
here. And I can see that we already have one result on the board, number five.
Yeah, so what is best, just before this, what is the standing before the last round? So how many leaders do we have?
Before this draw, we had basically four players with 6.5 points.
Right.
And Nodirbek Yakuboy was leading with the tiebreak. And then we have Shamsidin Vokhidov, David Paravian, and Leon Luke Mendonca.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we have two players who did the draw, and now they have the same points as others. But this is the situation now.
So good results for Uzbekistan Olympic team before the Olympiad. Nodirbek Yakuboyev and Shamsidin Vahidov, they are just leading on first and second position before the last
Exactly,
round.
yes.
And yeah, and the leaders are playing each other.
Yeah, we have
And
two boards,
yeah,
important boards. We can say that the winner is going to win the tournament.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. So
And if it's draw, then again, we have. By the way, we have many players also with the 6 points. So if we see draws on the first two boards, then there is a big chance that we will see like another people catching up with the leaders, and then we might have a big tiebreak.
yeah, exactly. So let's go to the games. Yeah, by the way, so yesterday we saw many decisive games on the
Did
top
yeah.
boards, and my prediction was wrong, and I'm happy about it. I'm happy that yeah. So somehow I thought that will be more draws, but no, everyone was in the fighting spirit. So someone lucky, someone not that
Unlucky.
much. Yeah, not that much. So yeah, so the game started at 10 o'clock,
The
and
game
what is
started
the situation
exactly at
after
10
half
o'clock.
an hour or almost 40 minutes of play?
Well, after half an hour, let's check with the first board, first
Yeah,
of all. And here we have one of the leaders, Leon Mendonca,
plays with another back
plays
Yakuboy.
with Nodirbek Yakuboyev, yes. And, well, let's start from beginning. We don't have many moves yet, so d4, knight f6, e6, g3, d5, bishop g2, c5,
Hmm.
takes.
So here we
Knight
have, no,
takes.
I just wanted to say that we have a Tarash variation, but this is a little bit different. So if pawn takes, then it's just transposition to Tarash.
Yes.
And taking with the knight, well, honestly, okay. I don't remember such position. Okay, knight f3, white
Knight
probably
f3,
should
yeah.
go. And trying to make castle as soon as possible.
Knight c6,
And castles,
and castle.
yeah. This is the, let's say, the natural follow-up.
Mm-hmm.
And black can, I don't know, retreat the knight, knight f6 maybe.
Yeah, possible.
And
Or bishop
yeah, the
e7.
question is, yeah, or bishop, yeah, the question is, I mean, I'm trying to force you to take one c5, then I'll trade the queens, and
I mean, I feel like draw is completely fine with Nodirbek Yakuboyev in this situation.
Of
He
course.
has a better tiebreak than other
and,
players.
and he plays black with black pieces. This is also an important.
Yes.
But I think that Leon Mendoca can push a little bit because
He shall.
yeah,
He shall.
yeah. I mean, in this situation, playing white, his tiebreak is not the best. So
Mhm.
why not? Why not to try his chance?
Of course.
So
Of course.
he can be the sole winner in case of let's say
In case of the
yeah,
win,
in the
yeah.
case of the win. So why not to try? Why not to try?
Yeah, I mean, everything can happen today. We
Yeah.
will not know until we know. Can we say it
Okay,
like that?
board. Yeah, of course. Board two. Shamsuddin Vahidov plays with David Paravian. By the way, very good tournament for David Paravian.
Exactly.
Yesterday
Yes.
he defeated with white pieces Volodar Murzin,
Yes.
and he's showing great performance here. I mean, yeah, 6.5 out of 8 with the players with a very strong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And no loss, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. He
Which
was
is also very
probably we can
important.
say he was a little bit lucky with Amin Tabatabai
Yes.
winning that
yes.
position with a piece down. But okay, he was trying. He was trying to chase the king to at least for a perpetual. But okay, it was.
But I feel like you need a little bit luck in the
Of
tournament
course,
to
of
be
course,
able to be a
of
winner,
course.
you know?
This is the part. This is part of the game, luck.
Yes.
So it's absolutely normal to have fortune on your side.
And of course, I mean, he took his all chances.
Of course, yeah.
I usually call luck like if the opponent put a queen under a pawn attack in one
Yeah.
move and then you take it, then it's kind of luck. But if you take your chances, you put problems and then it's not easy. At some point, your opponent, okay, does a mistake. Of course, he doesn't have to do mistake, but at the end of the day, we're all human beings and it's normal that there can be a mistake. So
Yeah, absolutely.
it's kind of luck and it's not luck. Can we say it like that?
Yeah, and if you let's say if you fight, if you really, I mean, put some practical problems in front of your opponent, of course, then it's just the pressure. So
Yeah.
opponent didn't manage to hold the pressure.
Absolutely.
So what do we have here in the game of Shamsuddin Vahidov and David Paravian? Petrov, very peaceful opening. Of course, I mean David is happy with the draw. I mean, yeah, bishop d3, and Petrov exactly is the opening to hope for a draw.
Yeah.
So bishop e7, yes, and
Nice.
here Black decided just to give up the pawn. Okay, probably nothing wrong with move like knight f6. No,
Yeah,
knight
knight
f6, queen
f6.
e2. And
Bishop
that-
e6.
and bishop e6. Yeah. Probably Black can manage to castle.
But castle is a played move, and white took the pawn. I'm trying to remember. Maybe this is the line that I was saying about that the black was giving up a pawn.
Really?
Yes, actually.
Honestly, I was playing Petrov with white and black pieces, and I don't remember this line.
I'm trying to remember, but I don't.
Because especially what I see, bishop c6 is not really. Can I think after bishop c6, white can play d5? Can? No,
Let's
cannot.
check.
I was just trying.
D5. Okay, why not?
And if you take with the bishop, then I have rook d4.
yeah, so
not
I play
rook
bishop
e7, of
f6.
course. Sorry.
Maybe I play bishop f6.
And
no?
c4, and I'm happy with my pawn. I have a pawn up. I
Okay.
have strong center.
Yeah.
I have pawn chain. I mean,
Uh-huh.
wow. But this is not the end. Rook e1.
Okay, now you want to take my bishop.
Well, yes. And I can take now on b5. You take on d5.
Interesting.
Definitely some compensation, but how?
How big is the compensation?
Yeah, let's say knight to c3. Okay, opposite color bishops, but pawn. I mean, it's just a pawn.
Pawn.
Pawn, as yeah.
Maybe there is some line that we actually.
Yeah,
don't.
we are probably
We
missing.
have a move.
So
No, it's not it. Yeah, rook e4.
rook
Black
e4. So
is
bishop
thinking.
c6. I think d5 is working.
Okay, he's not thinking. I can see that he's not in front of the chessboard.
I mean the
Yeah,
white.
the black. Yeah.
Black.
David Paravian.
So we have a delay. So just for our viewers, we have 15 minutes delay.
Ah, right.
So
right, yeah.
the picture there is a little bit different.
Exactly. Even I forgot.
Yeah. Actually, the two rules here. So it's only 15 minutes waiting time. I mean, which is well, I don't know. I don't really remember this. It was half
It
an
was
hour.
30, right?
Yeah, 30 minutes as I know.
I remember at the beginning of the tournament. I think it was 30.
Yeah. So then they decided to change the. No, it was
Yeah.
no. It's probably not. But anyway,
Maybe
it's,
maybe my memory is.
yeah. Okay, so rook e4. So if in case of bishop c6, d5, yeah. But of course, I believe this is still a theoretical line or the line which David Paravian prepared for the game. Otherwise, it don't give the pawn. Yeah.
for sure. But
Oh.
I think bishop c6 is going to be played.
And d5, and then we'll see
Yeah.
an interesting game.
By the way, I have a question. You're an experienced chess player and a chess coach, and we all know that the last game usually has huge pressure, especially when you're fighting for important places. And what is the mentality like? What do you think? What shall be the mentality
Well,
of the players?
In my opinion, is just absolutely individual. Yeah. So some they need to be relaxed, some they need to be composed, like this fighting spirit, and some them just I don't know. They need to take a walk or to drink a coffee, or some they need to play just a couple of bullet games before. So the approach is absolutely different. And as a coach, even I cannot advise to my players
Yeah.
because it's so individual. It's so individual. I know I have students, they are playing blitz. They are playing blitz games before the last round, before the decisive game, or others are just taking rest,
Yeah.
trying to get some extra preparation to just to check lines and so on. So there is no, I cannot advise something that can be working. Yeah, it's very individual.
It is going to be all about nerves and whoever slept well.
Exactly. This is
and
also
whoever
important.
is a morning person, maybe
Yeah,
also.
Yeah.
And this can also play a big role. So actually, last game can be a game changer for them.
Absolutely. So so you can play a good tournament, leading the tournament, and last round, if you are not used to playing in the morning, if you are not a morning person, if you don't wake up, and if you are not inspired enough.
But if you're a sportsman, you shall be ready to
Of course. So
play in any condition.
Exactly, Maria. So nowadays chess is sport as never before, I would say.
Yes.
So some, let's say 30, 50 years ago, you can smoke during the game, you can the game was adjourned, and so many, it's so different nowadays. Nowadays you have to be a big sportsman to
By the way, I think I have the games live without the delay. So
Okay.
if we want to check some of them in lifetime, I
Yeah.
think we can do it.
yeah.
It's
So
the last round. I think we shall go with it from
Of
the
course,
very
why
beginning,
not?
right?
and what was the first result, Maria? It was board 5.
Board 5, yeah, Raunak against Javahir Sindarov.
So they had 6 points each.
They had 6 points each, yeah.
So basically, they gave up for fighting for the first prize. Yeah.
yeah.
So let's say in case of someone's win, so they could join the first place. It's very strange decision, in my opinion. Very strange decision. Okay, so probably as you said, it's the problem of late
Morning, yeah,
round, last round in the morning,
And I mean, the player with the black pieces, why shall he,
right, yeah.
not take a draw? Because, Okay, so basically I can see that in the game it was played bishop d6. Bishop f4 was played.
This is interesting. Yeah, this is interesting, and this is like the general rule. Yeah, when your opponent has bishop's pair, you need to change one, and it's based on small tactic. So bishop takes c6. Oh, sorry, bishop c6, and then white can play just bishop takes d6 here, which
And
leads
bishop
to
e4, just bishop f8.
bishop f8 and leads to more changings, more trading, and then it's easier for white to.
The extra pawn is more powerful than
Right,
that.
yeah. Then this is good for black. Sorry, for white. So yeah, bishop d6 and bishop f4. Actually, I'm surprised because black should try to find something immediately. Because really, I don't believe in long-term compensation here. No weaknesses in white's position.
No.
And just give me a couple of moves like knight c3, queen out, and white is just a pawn up.
But what surprises me is David Paravian. He just gave up a pawn, right?
Yeah.
And he's taking his time. If it was not the preparation to give up a pawn, why to give up a pawn?
Yeah. Good point, Maria. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, we have
I'm
to ask
surprised
him.
as you. Yeah, exactly. So here was the position. Yeah, bishop f4, and black is thinking.
Like he's taking his time. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't see. So especially the last move, bishop d6, is strange because you are
Bishop
just
c6 looked very natural, no?
yeah. But after bishop takes, queen takes back, of course, and yeah, queen takes back, and now if white retrieves the rook, then rook d8. Yeah. So let's see this. Let's put it on the board. Now bishop c6, bishop takes d6, queen takes d6, and rook retreats to e3. This was I wanted okay, not only, yeah, but this is also can be a defensive idea in case of queen g6.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and my idea was if you play rook to d8 at that one, yeah.
c3 or
Okay, c3 is of course natural. Yeah, I can't play knight c3
knight c3, queen
because
d4,
queen d4,
rook d3,
queen
f6,
f6,
yeah.
and black is fine. So c3 is
Even okay, yeah. Yeah, c3 is kind of forced.
right, and now black probably should play in the spirit of martial attack, playing f5 and f4 and trying to create some counter chances on the king side, let's say. Pushing the pawn there, bring queen to g6, maybe one day playing f3.
Yeah.
So,
Well, true.
yeah, this is like the way to play. Otherwise,
When he sacrificed the pawn, I thought we were going to see a very, very fast draw. But apparently there is no line and he's taking his time, so...
yeah, but it's a really strange decision. So otherwise you don't sacrifice the pawn. You just retreat the knight on f6. Okay, probably white is slightly better there.
For sure.
But it's defensible position. I mean, no weaknesses. Okay, just a little bit more space for white, but nothing critical.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
Shall we go back to the first board just to see what is happening on the lifetime?
Yes.
So...
So white did play knight f3, and c takes d4, knight d4, bishop c5.
I saw what happened. Took
a castle, yeah, and first.
castle. Let me see if we have moves here after castle.
Bishop c4.
Knight b3 was played.
Bishop to e7.
Bishop to e7.
Yeah, just square b6 belongs to queen
And
or knight.
e4.
And e4, yeah, taking some space.
And this is the position now.
Well, I would say that white should be happy with the opening position. I mean, all the pieces are on the board.
Yeah.
White is better developed. Still, black didn't solve the problem of the bishop of the c8 bishop.
Yeah.
So in case you play e5, then square d5 might be weak. And if you play bishop d7, bishop c6, I mean, you lose time. And meanwhile, white just develops the knight on c3, bishop e3, f4, rook in the center, queen on e2. It's just easy play for white. Easy play for white. And white is risking nothing. I mean, it's just, wow, it's easy to play.
Easy to play,
yeah.
yeah.
Exactly. So you're basically playing for the big prize without any risk, I would say. Without any risk. It's...
Okay, he wants to do a move. Okay, he's gonna move the knight. Maybe c7 or...
Well, probably to b4. Well, I'm just... okay, my only counterplay is the square d3. Maybe I can try to jump there. Let's say if you play knight c3, knight d3... Who knows? I mean, now white should decide. Or you give me the bishop or the pawn. No, probably pawn is not hanging really. So bishop e3, no. Let's show to the viewers. Knight takes b2 and queen e2, and black is losing the horse. The knight.
If knight d3, just rook d1.
Yeah.
And wait.
Okay, bishop a3. I don't really believe in this
knight
move.
b5.
At least, yeah, knight b5. There are many moves there.
Okay, let's understand what is happening here.
piece is lost.
The evaluation bar does not agree with that somehow.
Well, we trust
is
in
weird.
our chess calculation, grandmaster's calculation. We don't believe in this all these bars and so on. Maria, we are grandmasters.
I'm trying to save the knight. Yes,
No.
apparently it doesn't work.
Don't even try. Don't even try. The knight is lost.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
no,
knight
no,
before
no,
was
no.
played.
Just a small try. Just a small try.
Like bishop a3, knight b5, queen e7 maybe.
No, but
No,
take,
then takes bishop c5.
No. Sorry, I don't believe in this in the bar. And the bar is just a piece up. It's just a piece up.
Yeah. Well, but knight before was played.
Okay, knight before was played, and white can play, let's say, the move knight c3, and okay, black can trade the queens maybe.
Okay.
Let's say takes, and knight 8 to c6, and 8 the other one. I mean, yeah. And in case of a3, I wanted to jump knight c2.
The annoying knight, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's say rook b1.
And the move e5. It is risky, I know, Maria.
Yeah,
I know
but,
this is very risky, but I'm trying.
We can
to...
take the risks.
Yes, especially not my game.
Yeah.
So if knight d5, then I can play, I don't know, retreat the bishop, or maybe bishop g4. I don't want to give the bishop. Maybe just bishop d8. It looks a little bit. Yeah, but my next is bishop g4 if you let me. If not, then bishop e6.
So you always have knight d4,
Exactly.
jumping
This
back.
is my this is my idea.
Looks good. Looks pretty good.
Looks at least playable. I don't know. So what happened? So the move knight b4 is on the board.
Knight b4 is on the board. Yes.
And white is thinking. White is taking.
White is away from the chessboard. Okay, he's going back. We will come back to this, I think. Shall we go to check what is happening on the third board? Because actually, if we have draws on the first two boards, one of the winners can actually catch up. And
right. Wow.
by the way, good to see that Tapadabay is back to
the leaders.
To the leaders
group.
Yes.
Because he's a fighter. I mean,
he's young, he's passionate, he's ambitious.
Yeah, doesn't matter
So-
how the tournament is going. He fights till the end, and yeah, let's see this position.
Okay, we have some interesting things happening in this game. Tapadabay against David Anton, and here we have Italian game.
D5. This is the modern approach.
Yeah.
Some years ago, this would be like a mistake, but nowadays everything is playable. So, yeah, bishop b5, bishop d6, and knight takes e5. Okay, not immediately, yeah. Takes, knight e5. Yeah, this is the
let's go.
theory. I mean,
I like
theory.
to see this. Rook e1.
Yeah.
Pinning the piece after the sacrifice, but white is going to take the piece back. Bishop d4 check. King h1, bishop e6. Now the pawn is moving even further. f5, castle, knight d2.
Yeah, I have seen this before. Or at least in my analysis, I don't know if it was played. But yeah,
Queen
of course.
f6,
I mean,
yeah,
if you play with black pieces, the move d5,
Yeah,
this
you have
should
to
be
ready.
yeah, of course. This is like the home preparation.
Okay, so after f5, queen f6.
Probably taking the bishop.
Yes, so knight took on d4.
That one.
Yeah,
I thought the
queen d4 and did not take the bishop yet. He played c3.
Okay, intermezzo.
Interesting.
Intermezzo.
Next move, the bishop is going to be taken.
Queen to
Obviously.
f6 or to e5 to
Okay,
h4.
now I'm forced to take it.
Right. And black takes back probably. And what do we have? Equal material.
But the pawns
But yeah.
are worrying.
Uh-huh.
Knight looks pretty good though.
Yes. So,
But look at the time, by the way.
and the time difference is huge. So black
It is.
black didn't even think.
Yeah.
Black even didn't think. 132 shows that black is...
He's thinking now, but before he didn't use any of his time.
Well, honestly, I believe that white should be better here. White should be... Okay, I don't know if much better, but just better. I mean, I don't see like clear compensation for the structure. I mean, just bishop d2, queen e2,
Yeah.
rook f1. Okay, starting probably with bishop d2 here.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there is like some hidden initiative. Yeah. So okay, now I understand a little bit. So it's not that easy. Like bishop d2.
Mm-hmm.
Probably there is an unpleasant move like rook b8.
Yes.
And how do you defend b2 pawn?
Maybe. Well, I don't want to. I cannot push. Maybe queen c2.
Yeah, but then your queen on c2 is misplaced. I can play queen f2, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't have rook f1 move. You don't. You cannot move the bishop.
You cannot take the pawn.
Well, you
Again,
cannot take the
checkmate.
pawn. Yeah, and and if you play move like instead of queen c2, rook to b1. By the way, no, instead of bishop rook b1, can I go a little bit more active c4, intending to bring the bishop
Another
on this
intermezzo,
long
yeah,
diagonal? Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, you jump there, and
is there rook f1 after knight f4?
well, why not? Yes.
Uh-huh. The more pieces I exchange, the better for me.
And so is black losing a piece here?
Not
No,
really.
not really. Yeah,
Queen
queen
e5, at
queen
least,
e5,
or
queen
queen
d4.
d4, better, yeah.
Queen d4, yeah, queen d4, and now the pawn
Wait
hangs or
a
pawns.
second. Okay, e5.
Yeah, but this is not the end. This is not the end.
Can I go with the bishop c3,
then
queen
queen
d3,
d2.
and queen g4?
And then queen g6 back, rook f4.
Rook f4.
And that, what is that? A double attack,
Knight g6, queen e6, check.
right? Ah, looks interesting. Looks interesting.
We have very interesting positions today.
Yeah.
We have to mention this, I guess.
Yeah.
So,
Except the quick draw on board 3, 4,
on
Three?
board 5.
and board
Yeah.
5. Yeah, the rest are
Fighting.
yeah,
Shall we go to the board number 4?
of course, of
So
course.
here we have two Indian players, Pranav against Aravind. And well, let's start. We
And
have
again, we
very
have-
fighting
yeah.
games. e5, knight c3. Knight c3. Okay, I almost thought we were gonna see Vienna.
Jacobiana, but it's not.
Vienna
Aha,
gambit,
knight
yeah.
c6, yeah. And either a knight a5. This is
Yeah.
the way how, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Taking the bishop, and black is kind of
And
Ah.
f4. We are having a very attacking games today. It's knight f3, bishop g4, h3, bishop f3, queen f3, c6, castle. And just 1 second, I will give you more information now.
Okay.
What is happening there after castle, castle, bishop e3, knight d7, and d4 was played. So
Taking the control over the center, and
d4,
probably Pranav is
we have more moves.
okay.
Black takes, white takes,
Bishop f6 most
rook
probably.
e8 was played, and this
Mhm.
is the position.
This is the position. Okay, white looks more active with controlling the center, more space.
Rook d1 looks good now.
Rook to d1 looks good. Yeah, probably make white also
Even
can.
Even keeping the rook on a file is
I
fine.
thought you want to take the pawn
No, no, no.
immediately.
Not now. Not yet.
Yeah.
But maybe I no.
No, yet,
No.
not yet. Okay, white can play rook d1, which is of course move normal move. Also maybe b4. White can try just to take more space on the queen side, maybe preventing c5. Maybe white intends to play b5. I don't know.
Can we say that white has a nice position?
Yes, definitely. So what? Yeah. What else? This is one more board with two players with 6 points, if I'm not mistaken. Board
I
number
think it was number
6.
5, number 6. Yes, also number 6.
Yeah,
Just
so
give me 1 second, I will double check.
yeah. Oh, we have here King's Indian. Yeah, a rare guest at the high level, but still Black is playing, especially if he needs a complicated game with mutual chances. So I like this approach.
Okay.
And
You can start the game.
Narayan plays with Daniel Cuizon.
Daniel Cuizon, yes.
Well, I don't know him. A young international master from Philippines. Okay. And let's see the game from the beginning. So how?
Well, on board number 6, Narayanan has 5.5 points and
Cuizon 6.
Cuizon has 6. Yeah.
Okay. So
with the
basically
good
he can catch up with the winners
yes.
in case of Narayan pushes too much.
We can check. So
yeah, it is King's Indian Bishop E3 variation. 97. Okay.
I feel like Narayanan is going to push today a lot.
Of course. I mean, why not? He plays with white pieces and he actually pushes. He pushes
He
the pawns.
He does. Okay, so basically after b6, white already played h5, and this is the current position.
Well, I know the evaluation of this position, Maria, because I really believe I've analyzed so much the King's Indian, and I can tell you exactly what's stockfish pins and what is.
We want to know, of course.
Yeah. So white's big advantage, close to +1, these kind of positions, but it's not really easy.
Why
easy.
So?
Yeah, because it's always counterplay, always counter chances. Yeah. Okay, I'm a little bit. I'm not a little bit satisfied with Black's b6 move. So the pawn should be on b7 in this structure, and continuation is a4, sacrificing the pawn, and queen a5. But with b6 pawn, Black's counter chances are somehow limited. I don't see a clear plan for Black. So with the pawn on b7, there is a5, sacrificing the pawn, and queen a4. A4 and queen a5, sorry. Yeah, and queen a5, yeah. But
now b6 pawn is here.
Yeah, and here there is no clear counterplay. So maybe f5, but f5.
Let me see what I take first. En passant, and then you're gonna take by queen.
I'll take by one of probably queen, or.
And I take the pawn.
And I take back.
Yeah.
And.
Wow, looks interesting.
Yeah, but still, this is good for white. This b6 is a very strange move. Yeah, so couple of moves before. Here. So white should.
Let's say a4 now.
Yeah, I just should sacrifice this pawn. So bishop c5 is not really. And queen or taking on d5 is also to calculate. Knight c5 and I don't know.
Okay, this is going out of control, I guess.
Right. Or queen a5 if instead.
Without taking on d5.
So
okay, knight c3.
And just continuing to play like knight d6. I don't know.
Is b5 possible here? Okay, takes on c6 and then takes on d5.
Okay, this idea is always playable. Yeah, but after b6, then you somehow you don't stuck. Have. Yeah, you're stuck. You don't have really. Yeah, so this is the current position. Yeah, this is the current position.
Okay,
of h5.
He took on d5 by c pawn.
Yeah, and by the way, here white can take by both c and e.
He took by c already.
He took by c, yeah, and here black's counterplay is connected only with the move b5, but looks like impossible to get it. You sacrifice the pawn, but it's just a pawn.
But it's a pawn.
It's a pawn.
So it's just a pawn, or it's a pawn?
No, it's a pawn. Yeah, just a pawn.
Knight c7 was played.
Yeah, knight c7. So preparing the move b5.
And
if a4, then knight c7 goes to a6. and then the knight lands to b4. Probably this is the play. In a very similar position, Giri played against me the move f3, followed by king f2 and queen g1.
Queen G1 and Queen H2.
Queen H2, yeah. Some years ago, I don't know how many years ago, he played second push, yeah. He played such a plan and f3, and I did play f5 somehow and just ignored.
Yeah.
He just ignored and continues his plan with king f2 and queen there, queen g1 and so on.
Interesting.
Yeah, okay, it was of course different position,
Yeah.
but the same setup, same opening, same pieces.
As my students like to say, push.
Push. Okay, so okay, yeah, we have here an interesting game. And what are our players doing?
Our players doing.
Yeah,
Let's see.
so Abu Dhabi club players, Emirati players, and
Let's start with Salem. I feel
yeah,
like we have
yesterday
to.
he made a draw. I mean,
Yeah.
in the okay,
He's not
same
having
opening.
a great tournament, we can say.
Yeah, he lost to Samonenkov, and then yesterday he made a draw, and today he decided to play a sharp game, a sharp position. By the way, same opening.
Yeah.
King's Indian, and a very similar variation. It's a small difference. The bishop is not on e3 but on g5,
Yeah.
but the rest
Structure,
is
okay.
structure-wise is the same. Okay. Knight f to d7 and knight c5. The other knight goes to c5 just to free the play. Yeah.
And knight d2 was played.
Yeah, and here king h8
h8.
preparing the move f5.
Yeah.
Preparing the move f5, and in case of queen c2, black jumps knight b4. So okay.
Yeah.
Another sharp positions, sharp King's Indian.
We have sharp games today all
Yes,
around.
yes.
Well, Salem, he needs to win this game to at least fix some situation in the
Yeah.
tournament, right? Because, yeah, he didn't start the tournament very well. He started with 2 draws.
He didn't, yeah.
Okay, shall we go to Omran?
Yes, Omran Al Hossani, he plays with black pieces.
Wait, he drew already. Yes.
All right.
He was with the black pieces. And he was playing
Alright.
against FIDE master Ergali Suleyman. And he drew.
Well, what is the fighting spirit, Maria?
He was your student, you shall know it better.
Yeah, but okay, he's playing black
Yeah.
with an opponent with high rated.
Yeah.
So black is fine.
Black is more than fine to take
I mean,
the draw.
to
I
take the
guess,
draw,
yeah.
yes. So
Maybe it's the morning round thingy, you know?
morning
Like
round,
maybe
yeah.
some people just want to finish the game and enjoy a day at the beach.
Well, but if you're really professional, you came here to play a tournament. Probably white is not satisfied with the opening position.
Yeah.
I don't know. Queen d2, of course, black can just trade queens and play
Yeah.
bishop d7, f5, or f5, and black is doing.
Well, he tried
fine.
to push, but then
Push,
decided
yeah.
to exchange the queens, and that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Overall,
Why
good
not?
result for Omran. I think he won something like 50 rating points
Yeah,
or
yeah.
40. I don't know exactly. So, especially in his yesterday's interview, that he's just
He just missed playing and he wants to
yeah,
play.
and he after 1 year of military service, of course you need time to come back into your form, into your
Of course,
shape.
of course.
So it's good tournament for Amran Al Hassani. And what is Roda doing?
Well, Roda.
Roda Al Serkal, she plays
Roda,
with
Tarun Kanyarmala. And
from
okay.
Is that Ireland?
Ireland looks like Ireland. right?
Ireland, but yeah.
I'll check.
Yes, it's
Ireland,
Ireland
yeah.
flag, yeah.
Okay, let's see what she's doing. So Roda, she's also having a pretty good tournament.
Yeah.
E4, C5, knight F3, E6, D4, takes, A6, bishop D3, okay. Bishop c5, knight b3, bishop a7, looks like a normal opening, queen e2, knight c6, bishop e3,
Mm-hmm.
okay, everything looks fine.
We have this Maroczy structure,
Yeah.
hedgehog structure, and f4. Yeah. Okay.
Was
This is the aggressive approach. Usually, white plays castle short, bringing the rook to d1 and trying to play like a hedgehog, like a normal hedgehog.
Yeah.
Or first queen e3, just avoiding the move knight e5. But castle, rook d1, queen e3, rook, yeah, just this. Okay, and Rhoda's intentions are a little bit different. Yeah, she wants to attack.
Yeah, queen b6 was played.
Stopping the short castle.
Stopping the short castle. Later, maybe rook f3, rook d3.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is this position?
Well,
It's not so hard to push this queen away at some point. No, it's hard.
so you mean immediately knight a4, yeah? But
Yeah, but queen b4 check.
yeah. So you know what? No, I thought that white can change his mind and castle long, but it's probably too dangerous, yeah.
Why not?
Black will start to push a5, a4, a3.
Is there g4 now?
Yes, always.
Let's try. g4.
G4, yeah, and then later we decide where to hide the king,
Yeah,
or maybe king to d2 will feel more comfortable. I don't know.
giddy idea. King f2.
Yeah, Giri. Yeah, so g4 and g4, g4 and the g4. Okay, and black should also try something. Here, let's say a5.
Okay, but
Yeah, and okay, this was a5, maybe too much.
I think I will take the pawn in the end.
You will really?
Yeah.
Rook a8?
Shall we check?
Yes.
Take.
It's just a pawn.
Queen b4. Oopsies.
Morning ground.
It's just a pawn.
Morning ground.
I used to be a morning person. I think not anymore. So.
So yeah, also tough for commentators.
Can I try to wait?
So you decided to give me checkmate, yeah? Okay.
I'm playing for Rhoda, so yeah.
takes knight d7, and black wins the pawn.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what you can try? Like e5. Okay, let's push everything.
Let's push
Take
everything.
c5,
Queen d8.
g5.
Knight goes back.
Not our pieces, and now
Queen
we
e4.
castle
Castle long.
castle long. Okay.
Castle long, okay.
Not
Yeah,
our
yeah.
pieces again, and a4, and then white probably starts to regret a little bit. And bishop takes h7. Come on, let's go.
Let's go. And then
King
you want to
h7,
play rook d3?
Queen h5 check, and rook d3. Finally. Finally, and not. And I missed the defense knight f6.
What a line. huh?
Ay. I was so close to.
You
but it's
were,
not
you
the
were.
end. It's not the end, Maria. Okay, because I can play queen to e2, and no,
Knight
it's too much. It's too much. It's too much. But not maybe.
Wait,
Okay,
wait.
knight rook d3. Well, let's continue. Let's give everything. Not our pieces. So we take on f6,
Queen takes on d3. Rook
Yeah.
g1.
or take on g7.
Take on g7.
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
Help me, Maria.
I don't know. King g7.
You know how to attack. I'm not that good in this. And
This
rook
looks like a
g1
checkmate, right?
and queen
Queen
g6 is the
g6.
only and then we have. What do we have?
I
We are losing the knight on b3.
Okay, take,
So
take,
and double attack.
and double attack, yeah.
So probably we can improve this line. But it
She
was
already played rook d1 after queen b6, but
Okay. So no morning fantasies.
I think we went a little bit too far, but yeah.
Yeah, but why not? Why not to sacrifice all our
This
pieces?
was nice.
Pawns, pieces.
This was
Yeah.
nice. Let's check.
Especially the commentators, we don't lose anything. We just
g5, there was knight d5 also, no?
yeah, but let's
Let's
go for this.
Another one, now.
And
Knight
knight
f6,
f6,
nice move.
Yeah.
Takes.
Taking, yeah.
Sorry. Takes.
And what about rook g1 here, Maria? Queen e3 check.
Yeah.
Painful. It's very painful. Okay, so no time for
And if queen g5, queen g6.
yeah, no time for. So takes. Okay, queen g3, queen e3 check here, knight d2, and if king
Yeah,
takes,
now this is different.
at least perpetual.
So rook g1 is gone.
Yes, but we have perpetual.
Yeah.
Or we can
But
try
no
to play.
more wait.
No. I think we can try queen to g5 check, king h7, and rook g1. I think black is forced to give
A queen.
the queen, and
b3 knight is not hanging.
b3 knight is not
And the
hanging.
king is weak. It's two rooks against queen, but the king is weak. So.
The king is weak. The knight comes to e4.
Yeah.
And the other to d6.
Yeah.
All the knights are controlling the position, the game.
Our fantasy was interesting, of course.
Yes, but okay. Far from reality.
Yes,
and what
sure.
happened there? What happened? Rhoda played rook d1 move, yeah?
Yeah, she played rook d1.
A solid
and this
move,
is the
but
position.
what?
But no more long castle.
This is one, and why? What is the intention? How Rhoda wants to?
I think she simply wants to play like bishop b1 or something. And then
Yeah, but the king, king is still on e1.
it's just a king.
It's just a king, correct? Yeah, I'm sorry, I just didn't realize it's just a king.
It's just a king.
It's just a king. Why worry? Why to worry about? Okay. Rook d1, yeah. Okay, it's just taking the control of the center, and yeah, as you said, let's say in the worst scenario, white can play queen f2 and trading queens and
Or just
artificial
If
intelligence. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Good.
if needed.
If needed. Yeah. Yeah. And pawn is on d6 is still weak.
Yeah.
Still weak. Okay.
It is.
Okay. Interesting position, and Rhoda shows here fighting chess, fighting spirit.
She does.
And
So your student Abdul Rahman, by the way.
yeah, okay. What can I say? Yesterday he saved an amazing. I mean, he defended so well in the rook's endgame with little time,
Okay.
and it was 2 pawns down the rook endgame, but it was always not easy.
Yeah.
He found a lot of resources, and then it was a kind of a study endgame. He saved the game. And
Shall we
today,
check?
yes, and today we are expecting an interesting game, but his opponent simply didn't show up.
Unfortunately. Wait.
His opponent, this is round 8.
Yes, I want to find the round.
This is round 8, and his opponent didn't show up. Yeah, okay, it's morning round, and
Okay, so this was the game.
this was the game. This was the game.
His opponent didn't show up, and shall
Yeah.
we check the beginning or
No,
maybe
probably
start
probably we can miss we can miss here, and here, okay, couple of moves before. Yeah, here this is the position. So white is 2
Okay.
pawns up,
Okay.
but black is active, and the e pawn is very dangerous. Is very dangerous. So he played here king e4, king d4, sorry, and king c4. Yeah, this. So
Nice. Rook
white,
g2 is on the way.
rook g2 is on the way, and a4. Yeah, this check is important, and rook to g3.
It was a mistake. of
No,
him,
it
yeah?
wasn't. It wasn't actually. It's okay. Probably the precise way was to take on c3 with the king instead, and a takes to b5 and rook a8. It's not easy to see this defense. Not rook a1, which looks more g1, which looks more logical, but it's like saving a tempo.
Okay.
When white
wow.
pushes pawn b, so my rook is already there. So, and I'm just it's like 3 against 1, but black is very active. Black is very active, and then the pawn just moves away. Yeah. So this was probably, but later on it was also interesting. It wasn't that easy. So takes king a4 and rook a1. Yeah.
Threatening
King
the
A4.
checkmate, king a5.
Yes.
Now we have to save the pawn at some point.
Yes, and e4. And again, we have 3 against 1. And white is winning here, but really very hard. Really very hard. I mean, okay, try to find the move, Maria, here. Try
Here?
to find the winning idea. Yeah, it's, believe me, it's not easy at all.
Okay.
And white played, like I said, an obvious move. Yeah, king c6, just to push the pawn.
If I simply try to push like king c7,
Okay, it's the same, basically. Rook c1 check,
king b8,
and rook b1. And and probably I will take the pawn on b4. Something very similar happened.
Okay, I'm trying. So rook b1 is the next move.
Right.
If I push h4, you're still gonna play
No,
rook b1?
no, I can play e3. I can push my pawn too.
Yeah. Well, I have to give up my b4 pawn at some point. Push the other pawn and try to cover the check with the rook. If king c5, let's say rook c1, right?
Mm-hmm.
King d6.
And
Rook
b1 back.
Rook b1. b6, rook b4.
Right.
King c6.
Okay, rook c4 check. And take the rook, take e3, b7, e2, b8, e1. This is probably draw. Yeah. I think that what that happened in the game, or something very similar happened in the game.
Yeah,
we
king
can
c6
check.
was played. Okay, king c6 was not the best move. So what was the best move here?
So here is king c5, and if rook c1, king to d5, if I'm not mistaken.
So if rook b1,
And there is no
take
time
the pawn,
to. There is no time to.
Right.
And if e3 here, then b6, I'm winning an important tempo.
Yeah.
Winning an important tempo. So basically, the king should. Yeah, it's this Reti study-like idea. Yeah. So the king goes to the king's to the center, and then king comes back to the queen side. So it is dance, and by this dance, white wins a tempo. Sorry.
King c6 was
And
played.
yeah, it's I know here king here he could play king d5. No, yeah, and this one is draw. This is draw already. So
Wow, interesting.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is the right. Everything was correct, and here this is correct, and here this is correct. Everything is right, and rook h1, the precise move. Because okay, e1 is draw too, but really believe me. So if you promote, it's draw, but can you find it's again so difficult. And I play h6. Find the draw here, Maria.
Okay.
If you find.
Well, it's a morning round. Let's not forget about it, okay?
Yes, morning round for everybody, including commentators.
My king is not catching up any of the pawns.
Yes. So I'm used to say to my players, so if you find, I'll give you one ice cream. So what do you prefer, Maria, if you find?
I don't know, rook h1.
Rook h1, king a7.
Check.
King b6.
Check.
King c6.
Check.
King d6.
Rook b1.
h7.
h7.
And time to say goodbye. Yeah, so I don't know.
Wow, okay. If rook e7, king a8.
Correct.
If
rook e8, king a7. This is kind of a study. I mean, I never seen this or something similar.
Okay, what is the move here? h7 is on the way.
h7 is on the way, and if you go rook h1, then king c7, I think. Yeah, king c7. I think king a7 wins as well, but king c7, of course. So with the pawn on h7, this is draw. White pawn on h7. A small hint. I mean, it's not really draw.
Even the pawn on h7.
No, hang on. What is? Now, if you give check on e8, king c7, rook h8. No. It's not. It's not a draw. So here you need more space for your rook.
Okay, I'm trying.
Okay.
It's morning. Wait, I need my sip of coffee.
It's actually it's not about morning. It's just not easy.
It's also not easy. I'm trying to find the idea, like
right.
how
Yeah.
to. Maybe king e2 is supposed to be played something like
And
this.
why?
So that I will have the d file to give a check to the king.
And where this is important and which exactly line?
King e2.
Let's say
Let's say king a7.
or if I play h7, then
h7, rook h1.
and you catch that one. And
If king a8, I'll give a check
Yes.
first, and then again rook h1.
okay,
If king a7, I'll take. If king c8, I'll take. Queen, I take the queen.
all right.
And if king e2, king a7, rook a1, king b6, rook b1, king c7, rook c1, king
This
d6, check.
and now.
Now if king
e6,
e5.
King e5, yeah.
Okay, king e6,
King e5.
King e6.
Okay, doesn't matter. So you go down. You go rook to d8.
rook d8. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And
but
if
it's not-
h7, and
If-
now, yeah, this is draw because it's like if king goes to c7, if king tries to go to c7, you play rook h8.
Yeah.
If king goes to g7, you play rook 8 and prevent.
So it was actually king e2.
Okay, Maria, great. Okay, one of the move on e. Actually, king e2, king e3, king
King
e4.
e4. I was thinking
All
king
this
e4 too. Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe king e4 is even
No,
better. Yeah.
okay, we don't need the king closer. It's
Yeah.
it's important. Yeah, king on e file. Great.
Exactly.
Maria.
Let's just show. So I can still see some moves.
Yes. Yes.
So the whole idea, just for our viewers, is that
yeah, this check on
Check.
d file is very
let's
important.
say king. If king e7, simply rook b1.
Rook b1 and take
so
the check.
king e6 and rook d8.
Rook d8, and this is if the rook
It's not
reaches.
easy to find during the game,
Not easy, yeah.
especially when you have 1 minute on the clock. It's like nah.
Yeah.
How much time it took from me?
A couple of minutes, Maria. Good. A great performance. Because honestly, I couldn't find for maybe 10, 15 minutes. Yes.
So I'm not that bad in the morning, huh?
You are, you are very good. I mean, I don't really understand why you are not playing. Why you are not competing with big guys there
Well,
on the stage.
I don't think I would get to the stage, but
Uh-huh.
but yeah,
Alright.
if I get a chance to play, I would play Masters for sure.
Okay,
Yeah.
so this was Abdurrahman and today his opponent simply didn't show
He
up.
didn't come. He was
And,
scared, or
Yeah, and
Nice
what
game,
about
nice
what about the game of Ahmed Remethi? Ahmed
uh-huh.
Al Remethi,
Ahmed, he lost
Abu
yesterday.
Abu Dhabi player, and he's fighting. He's fighting.
He's in a good mood to
Despite
play. I
of
can
his,
see it.
let's say, not that big experience playing strong tournaments, he's fighting, and today he is
Playing against Chinese player.
international
Yin
master.
Chen, yeah.
Yes. and-
FIDE master, yeah. Okay, let's see his opening.
Yeah, I know this girl.
Okay.
She's same age as Rhoda, and
Okay.
they were always competing like world under 8, under 9, under 10.
Okay.
So she's same generation as Rhoda and
Mhm.
and Afroza Hamdamova.
Mhm.
All are born in 2009. I remember the World Championship in Brazil.
Mhm.
It was when it was 2017
Hmm.
when Rhoda won
Yeah,
the World Championship
2017,
title. So Hamdamova took the second place and
Mhm.
Chening maybe third. So
Uh-huh.
all
Okay.
girls from the same generation, they're all playing here in Masters of Abu
Yes.
Dhabi.
So Caro-Kann it was.
Yeah. Okay. Everybody knows the moves here. The
Mhm.
moves are not difficult. Castle short, yeah.
Mm.
So Ahmed never goes with the theory. He always tries to play something
Yeah.
different. So of course, we are used to see here bishop d2 or bishop
Bishop
f4,
e2, yes.
followed by
Sure.
castle long.
Mhm.
In castle short, having the pawn on h5, well,
It might be a little disturbing with this
Yeah.
pawn, yeah.
yeah. Okay, he wants to jump knight f5. I got his point. So if bishop d6, then
Ah, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
then-
But bishop
then
e7 was
bishop
great.
e7 is more solid, and castle short and bishop f4. Yeah, and later, okay, it's such it exists such setup. So white is just trying to play queen d2 and sacrifice on h6. I mean not immediately, but this is like the general idea.
Queen a5 was played. Okay, no more queen d2. Okay, rook. He actually
Aggressive.
wants to make it
Yeah,
work.
queen back and rook
Rook
e2.
e2, bishop d6 was a threat. Queen d7, rook d1, rook d8, and this is the position.
Yeah, the problem is that white changed the wrong knight. So the knight still is on g3,
Yeah,
and we know that in Caro-Kann this is always the worst piece.
yeah,
And if you want to change, you need to change the other knight, like
Yeah,
knight e4, and the knight on f3 actually it's a good piece, and the knight on g3 should be.
Well, I mean, when the
changed.
knight on g3 is not there and you have like long castle, you can always push g4, g5 somewhere.
Yeah, correct. And here, yeah, here probably maybe queen f3 followed by knight e4, and trying to get rid of this
Mhm.
knight, or maybe, yeah, because you cannot move it, you cannot improve it. Of course, the knight on e5 would be great, but you can't move because pawn h5
Mhm.
hangs, and it's also long way to.
Yeah, yeah.
Queen f3, knight e4, and trying to put some pressure on the king side maybe. Again, maneuver rook d3, rook g3. Bishop takes h6.
Of course.
Classical.
But first we have to worry about this pawn before moving the
Yeah,
knight.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, yeah, actually also queen d3. Queen f3, and
Mhm.
here if c5. Okay, the move looks like you can't take on c5 because
Yeah,
rook
yeah.
hangs on d1, and there is a typical idea. Okay, let's go. d5,
Push.
push, and bishop takes bishop takes h6, and wait, hang on, what was?
You can simply go with by taking
Yeah,
the
nothing
pawn.
wrong with that.
If knight d5, you simply have
Rook d5,
rook d5 or rook e7.
right? Correct. Okay, I wanted to be more aggressive. I wanted to sacrifice on h6.
It's more than enough, looks like.
Yeah.
This
Mhm.
is more than enough. Okay. What do you say if we go to check the first two boards?
Of course.
I think we covered mostly everything, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, we cannot cover everything, but yeah. Okay, so on the first board,
Nodorbek, Leon Luke Mendonca plays with Nodorbek Yakoboev, and yeah, that the position was a Catalan.
okay, I see some
And,
changes here, by the way.
And what is the current position? What is the current position?
So, just 1 second. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, bishop e3 was
So
played.
the bishop after bishop e3. Wait, what happened? It shows me something wrong. Okay, they basically exchanged queen d1,
Yes.
rook d1,
And black played the move knight e5.
knight e5.
Intending to jump.
Yes.
To jump somewhere. G4,
And this is the
C4,
position.
D3. Three jumpings are here. But none of them are like very serious, I would say. If I'll play the move h3, where do you
Mhm.
jump? Where do you really jump?
If c4, just bishop c1.
Bishop c1,
Yeah.
and then your knights are kind of hanging.
Okay, but I want to develop this bishop somehow.
Yeah, and this
I
is
don't know
exactly. I thought I'm preventing this by playing f4. Actually, I
how
am.
you are.
Yes, I thought that.
You thought
yeah,
there's knight d3 now.
knight
instead.
c4. I
Yeah.
thought that, but you have too many bishops hanging there.
Yeah. Rook d7, d7, e7.
Yeah, and
The other
b7,
pieces.
and the pawn b7, and knight on b4, and collecting everything. So, so h3, and now where do you jump? Knight c4, bishop c1, knight d3. If knight e to d3, then a3.
Yeah,
If the
if
other
knight,
knight, then
f4.
f4. So
So
basically,
losing.
yeah, you don't have threats after. You don't have so h3 just,
Yeah.
in my opinion, keeps the harmony.
H3 looks pretty logical, just to prevent the knight g4. But I still would prefer white's position.
Yeah, of course.
The bishop on c8 is going to cause a lot of troubles for black.
Yeah, and even black manages to complete the development.
Yeah.
Still, white meanwhile will push f4, maybe e5. Knight can jump to a5.
Mhm.
Attacking weaknesses on the queen side.
Yeah, yeah.
So good,
Yeah,
good,
yeah,
good position
interesting.
for
Shall we
for
go to the second board?
Mendonca. Yeah.
By the way, here we had moves.
Yes. So
Okay,
pawn
so
up for white,
after bishop f4,
right? Black did play bishop c6, and we have the position that we discussed, yeah?
Yes, bishop d6, queen d6, rook e3 was played,
And rook d8, c3, f5.
rook d8, c3, and queen d5.
Queen d5, not f5, yeah?
Oh.
But this is maybe just a better version of it, because if rook g3, then f5,
Then
f4.
f5.
Then f5, f4 comes with 10.
So there is some compensation for black.
Yeah, but queen, what about queen b3? But yeah, queen b3 and... okay, but maybe this is not the end. This is not the end because now...
Rook e8 maybe?
Yes. Threatening checkmate.
Yeah.
Okay, on queen takes d5 we can't give checkmate intermediate rook e1 because it's check.
Mm-hmm.
So bishop d5, queen d5. Let's say rook
Is there
e8.
any other move like rook g3? Do I have to push?
f5.
Can I go with h5?
h5, yeah. So you want to push, but not
Or
that.
Okay, knight d2 is the next move.
Knight d2 is obviously the next move. So okay, rook e8, nothing wrong with.
Yeah.
Rook
knight
f2
d2.
e8, knight d2, and then I don't see. I mean,
Me too. Me too.
this is what I was saying. This is no long-term compensation. I mean, you need to find something. But what was wrong
Yeah,
with h5? Actually, I like your idea.
One wrong move and then it goes like white is simply opponent.
Yeah, but maybe even
just
it's
h4, yeah.
And
there is no longer even f5 because queen h5 is taking.
right.
Yeah. And the king has a window to go out. So
Yeah, but then what else? What to do here? f5 looked to me the only chance to...
look at the time difference.
Yeah, 1 hour and 9 minutes against 36 minutes for black.
It's actually worse now. 25 minutes against 1 hour and 6 minutes.
Yes, and
Black is in a big
worse on the
trouble.
clock, worse on the position, pawn down, and yeah, and I don't know what to do. So what was wrong with f5 one more time, Maria? Why
nothing.
not? Yeah,
Nothing.
so I think this is the only chance.
Queen b3, you said
And just push more.
Push more.
Yeah, what to do?
takes.
There
okay.
is no way back, Sasha.
Rook d3.
I don't know why Sasha, but yeah, this is no way back, Sasha.
Maybe it's from a movie or something.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't remember actually exactly, but this is the no way back, Sasha.
I'd play white.
Yeah, really? You like pawns?
I like pawns.
You like
I like
pawns.
extra material.
Like extra material. Okay, good.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your feeling about this game? You think we're going to have?
You mean this one, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, nothing much to say. White is pawn up,
Black
and
has some
better time.
compensation, but
No,
not a long
I
term
don't
one.
really. I don't really believe.
In
After
composition anymore,
changing the black squares bishops, I don't really believe in black's compensation. I mean, before bishop d6 move, yeah, I can say that there is a long-term compensation thanks to bishop's pair and so on, but no longer bishop's pair and no weaknesses, and white is just 1 minute away from completing the development, so I don't understand really.
Shamsuddin Vahidov is thinking, and I can see like the way he's thinking. You can feel that he knows what's happening.
Yeah.
This is a chance.
And let's go to the crazy game of Amin Tabatabai and Anton Guijaro.
Oh,
Anton David Guijaro.
yes, of course.
And here, do we have... this is exactly the position that we discussed, Maria.
Yes.
If you remember.
Yes, but they are way further than this. That's the
Okay.
question. They exchanged everything at some point.
All right.
Okay, let's go again. Okay, so this part we saw, right? Knight d2, knight d5, knight f3, queen f6.
Yes.
Okay, we stopped at this position. So queen f2 was played.
Not queen f6, but queen f2. Okay,
Yeah.
it's more active.
Takes, bishop d2.
And rook b8.
Rook b8.
Yeah, this is first
b3.
creating a weakness. And rook f6.
No, c5 was played here. Wait, sorry. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah. b3, rook f6, yeah. Rook f1.
Yeah.
Queen f1, so they simply exchanged everything. But how to hold this position? I don't
Well-
like black's position. c5. I don't like black's pawns, but also white's. If the knight starts jumpy,
But what exactly do you jumpy?
like if c4 knight before, just take.
Yeah, but why should I play c4?
No, I'm not going to
I mean,
play
how
c4.
do you force me to play c4?
No, I think I see a plan for white, like rook e1, king g1,
So
rook
many
e4.
positions, so many ideas to improve, exactly,
Yeah,
including
it's,
rook, king g1, rook e1, rook e4, rook
Yeah,
a4,
yeah,
rook here,
exactly.
there, attacking
Rook c4.
c4, a4. I mean, playing with white is just really nice. It's just a pleasure. But what to do with black pieces? Well, it's just ruins.
What's the plan?
Yeah, you have weaknesses here, there.
Maybe a5, a4.
a5,
yeah.
a4, yeah, trying to push a little bit there, and
Trying to at least get rid of one
yeah,
of the
but
main. But a5, rook e1, let's say. a4.
so who's to move first of all? White, yeah.
It's white to play. Yeah.
Okay, king g1, bringing the king closer to the center.
Let's say a5.
Yeah, and here rook e1, yeah.
You can actually start with the rook
Rook
e1.
e1
Rook
and
e1 and rook e4.
and if a5, rook a4.
Let's say king f7
And
rook
rook
e4.
e4.
So that you're not on time to even push
Yeah.
a4. a5.
And just king g1, maybe just.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Okay, if not a5. I don't like black's position.
Well, maybe attacking the d3 pawn is an idea.
Rook d8.
Let's say rook to d8, exactly. So I'll just give all my pawns, all my weaknesses, and trying to get some activity.
Yeah. Yeah.
King g1 problem. Knight f6, yeah. So maybe it's not that simple.
Knight f6. If not king g1, I play. Okay, knight f6 is the next move, anyways.
I think
What if rook c4,
rook c4, then knight to,
b6?
then I start collecting my pawns,
Yeah.
but still
No,
it's
I
not.
don't really collect your pawns because.
Okay, take one more on
This is a
c7.
problem.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big problem, and this. So I think white shouldn't play the rook move rook e1, rook e4, only just to prevent a4. So in couple of moves before,
Mm-hmm.
white could play king g1 instead of
Yeah,
rook e4,
a5.
and in case of only a5, I play rook e4.
Now you have rook e4.
Now rook e4,
Okay,
yeah.
you stop a4 anyways.
Yeah, exactly. And if rook d1, if rook d8 instead
Yeah.
of a5, I'm just in time to play king f2,
The
knight
king
f6,
is,
king to e2.
the king is catching up with the pawns.
Exactly. And
No, it's a wonderful position with
yes,
white.
and if you let me, let's say to play rook e4, king e2, the game
Yeah.
is over.
Yeah, for sure.
The game is over.
For sure.
Mm.
Wow. I don't like black's position. I don't know what he's gonna do. But white is taking his time. White is thinking. And
Yeah,
there
it's
is nothing.
voluntarily
Okay, he
to
played
go,
king g1 actually. in this
voluntarily to
position.
go to this endgame. It's really strange.
He played
Strange
king g1.
decision. It's really strange decision of Anton David
And
Gihara.
there is a huge time difference, 30 minutes. But it's so easy to play with white, even if you're in time trouble.
Just give me this position every day.
Even if you're in time trouble, it's so
Yeah.
easy to play with white pieces.
You also can
And
play
it's
the,
so hard
the
to-
master and fight for the first prize
Actually, yeah.
if you give such positions. No problems.
Wow, okay,
Yeah,
this was
give
this
us
was
more.
unexpected, to be honest. To see
Yes.
this.
And what about the masters? Are there women prizes here? Like, do we have and who is
Yes, yes.
who is
yes.
competing?
We do have
I know
women
that
prizes.
Chinese player I forgot the name. Janine. What is the name?
Wait a second.
She is.
She
She was doing
yeah.
great, playing in the leaders group,
Yeah.
and
She drew against Ivanchuk and yeah,
yes,
she was
yeah.
playing. Well, basically,
She lost one game in round 7, I think,
yeah,
or round
In-
6.
the main tournament,
Yeah.
we have the following prizes. Just give me 1 second and I will tell you everything.
Yeah.
Okay, so In Masters tournament, we have first place $30,000, second place $15,000,
So not bad.
third place $8,000, fourth place $4,000, fifth place 2,000, 6,500, and then it goes. And the special prizes, I know that there are prizes for women.
So maybe the best one, yeah, or the best three.
No, it was the best few, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
I cannot see.
after King G1, David Anton is thinking. Not really great endgame. Not really good
I
endgame.
don't see the prizes for.
Okay, so probably none, yeah.
But
So this is the open. This is the open tournament. Prizes for everybody. No
yeah.
special prizes. The winner.
I'm pretty sure there
takes
is. Maybe I
all.
just don't see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's go
Most
to.
likely.
Yeah.
And well, by the way, we have some other events next to the festival. I mean, during the festival throughout. And just to finalize, we had the juniors tournament that finished. And the winner of the juniors tournament was Mahdavi Reza from Iran. The second place was Kakavand Ramtin against from Iran, and the third place was Imran from India. It was a pretty strong tournament.
Yeah, I see many international masters
Yeah.
with 2-3, 2-4 rating.
Yeah.
So it's a strong junior event. Probably next years we will see all of them in masters competing
Yes.
with
guess
the grandmasters, with the strong grandmaster.
Maybe
Okay,
more
let's
tournaments.
see once again, Maria, if you don't mind, what is going on there on top boards. On top
Yes.
boards. So what is going there? So
Okay, King G1 and A5, yeah.
yeah, this is what happened, and White is
And he
thinking
played pretty fast, by the way.
A5, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? Yeah, black should try to get some counterplay, and if Rook E1, probably A4. No King F7, because King F7, Rook E4, but probably
Yeah.
after Rook E1, just A4.
That's why I wanted to start with Rook
With
E1,
Rook E1,
yeah.
maybe you're right, Maria. Good intuition.
Because A4 seemed like
Yeah,
giving
this-
actually a good counterplay for black.
Yes, yeah. Well, still, let's say I can play. I mean, white can play. Let's say a simple way. Look, for instance, okay, it looks a little bit too passive. Let's say I'll play King F2 here,
Mhm.
King F2 and A4 and Rook B1. I understand.
Yeah, I get
I
it.
understand.
Just
Looks
to play King E2.
King E2, maybe King D1, King C2.
If I capture, are you taking by Rook or by
I wanted
pawn?
to take by pawn, but with the Rook is also not.
But then Rook A8.
Rook A8 and force me to play A3, but after
Yeah.
A3, no, but then I can play C4. It's not that simple. So
Uh-huh.
if I'm in
Let's
time
see.
to do all the moves like A3, then C4, then Bishop E3,
Mhm.
and so on, still white can push here forever. But maybe C4 here, black plays.
I have something interesting for you, by the way.
Tell
After this game, when we're done.
me. Okay.
Are we done?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be an interesting game, and I'm pretty sure Amin is gonna try to push
Yeah.
a lot. Okay, so in this game, on the second board, what happened is that White didn't play Rook G3, and he chose to play Queen F1. After Queen F1, Bishop
Okay, solid
B5
move,
was
I would
played,
say. Yeah.
and Queen C1. Now here is my question: is there a difference if I play back now again with the bishop to C8, or not really?
So the queen now
Like
is on
Rook G3.
C1. Yeah. What is the difference?
But
Queen.
the time difference, this is crazy.
So Rook to G3, and then
Maybe after F5, White actually has Queen F4.
to stop all the pawn advance, yeah?
Maybe this was an interesting.
This is smart. Smart decision. And if Rook E8,
Rook e8,
D,
knight
I would
d2.
say. Yeah. And by the way, white also is threatening to take on c7.
Yeah,
And
also,
g7 is checkmate there, and then queen
also
f4 back.
c4 d5 might be an
Also
idea.
c4
Yeah.
d5, yeah.
Okay, bishop c6 actually was played in the game.
Yeah, and now we are expecting the move rook g3, yeah, and wow.
Yeah, with
but
the
this
slight difference with the queen. This was
was deep.
high class. This was
Uh-huh.
deep, yeah.
Okay, good.
If this was the idea, so that after f5 he has queen f4.
Another idea, Marie, can be that's just simple move f3 and the queen protects the rook. Maybe in some scenarios of I don't know which scenario. Let's say knight a3 or knight d2, and the rook is like protected.
Yeah.
Let's say simple,
F3, simple.
something simple.
Absolutely.
Let's say f5 now. No point anymore to play this because knight d2, f4, rook e5, and white is just controlling everything.
Absolutely.
So yeah, so it's just
f3. F3 was played in
oh
the
really?
game.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this I thought it's just maybe
Absolutely,
safer, safer and
Yeah, just taps the bishop. White is pawn up. I don't know. This is
rook e8. And but what do you do? What do you do if rook e8 immediately instead of f5?
okay now.
Okay, yeah, this rook, and you can't play knight d2.
Okay, but I can just go
There,
knight
yeah.
h3, knight c2 if needed.
And in case of rook takes e3, rook e8, I will just try. Maybe I can take the file at least. I don't
But
hope in
queen-
very
what happened?
in compensation. I don't really believe in like big compensation, but yeah. So queen f1 was played here.
My lines.
Yes, are gone. Yeah. Okay, and that and f3, rook e8, and knight a3.
I don't have to play knight a3, but okay, you're gonna take the file anyways, right?
Yes, exactly.
So there is no big difference. I will play knight a3.
Yeah. So
Takes.
yeah, but actually knight on
Rook
a3 is not a
e8.
bad piece because it stops bishop b5 move.
Yeah, also knight c2
And
somewhere.
also knight c2, yeah, queen to d2, f2, I don't know,
and
f2.
then there is no bishop b5.
And next
trying
is
to
rook e1. Okay, yeah. I
Maybe
don't
queen d2, but like looks like the same to me. Okay, shall we check also what is happening on the first board?
Yeah, the compensation is kind of disappearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is the game. After knight e5, we were thinking about the move h3.
He played a3,
He played a3 and direct approach.
knight c6 and f4.
Ah, because actually you cannot play knight d3 and
Yeah,
f4.
yeah.
And if knight c4, bishop c1. Okay, and follow it by
Knight
e5.
c4, bishop c1, yeah.
Harmony. And then the threat is
F6 was
e5.
played.
f6 to prevent e5.
Yeah.
To prevent e5. Okay, but so many ideas here for white. Like including, let's say, move like knight b5, a6, knight c7, rook b8, bishop h3, because now e6 is a weakness. Okay, white also can think about so rook e1, bishop f1, or I don't know where, rook f3, bishop f1, or rook f2.
Rook f3 again, huh?
Okay, that's the idea is a little bit different. I
time,
want
yeah.
just to double on f.
Yeah.
Like yeah, or rook f2, let's say, rook f3, rook f2, bishop f1, and then double on the d file. I mean, okay, so many ideas here. Yeah?
What is the problem trying to play like? I wanted to play like rook e1 and then
Yeah, rook
bishop
e1,
f1,
bishop f1.
yeah.
Yeah, nothing wrong with. Probably this is the
And
best.
then knight b5. maybe
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah, I wanted to play something like.
Bishop on c8 is a big problem for black. But next move might be e5. Okay, e5 gives up d5 square for the
Exactly.
knight. Yeah.
Exactly.
Not easy to play with black. I mean, all in top boards, as much as I see, white is trying to push, except board number 5,
Yeah, it was a
where
quick.
it was a very quick draw.
Yeah.
On all boards, whites are pushing, and I hope we're going to have very interesting games today.
Yeah, and decisive.
Very
The result,
decisive,
yeah.
because this is the final game, and everything will be decided today from this game. Okay, Viorel, what do you say if we take a
Yeah.
short break and then
Yeah.
we'll be back?
Coffee is needed
Coffee is needed.
this morning. Yeah.
I mean, it will be my second cup of coffee, but
Okay.
yeah.
Good.
Okay, so everyone who was watching us, one more time, you were following Abu Dhabi Chess Festival 2024, the final round, the decisive round, and we are at the studio with the Grandmaster Viorel Iordachescu and me, Maria Gevorgyan. Don't go anywhere. Everything, the best part of the tournament is yet to come, and I think we have a long day today here today at the studio, right?
Yes, for
Okay.
sure.
Thank you, Viorel. Thank you for again joining. And don't go anywhere. We'll be back very soon after a short break. Thank you. Welcome back to the final round of the Abu Dhabi Chess Festival 2024, and your hosts are here again, Grandmaster Viorel Iordachescu and me, Maria Gevorgyan. Viorel, how was your break? What did you manage to see?
Well, I was trying to combine coffee and going a little bit to the playing hall, see some games, some friends, because most of them. Okay, I mean, in a tournament they finished some of my students, and just checking a little bit here or there because we have a 15 minutes delay, so the positions here are a little bit different. And looks like we'll have some results on the leaders group. I think White is in the game of Vahidov against Parabian. White is probably convert or very close to convert the extra pawn. Black didn't manage to get a real compensation. So yeah, and also the time difference. It's like 50 minutes against 15. It's not really helps Black and gives Black any chances to survive here. I don't know.
We can actually check what happened. So
Yes,
basically,
we can, yeah.
Basically, after I think we stopped after f3.
Yeah.
Rook f8 was played, knight a3, bishop a4, b3, bishop d7, and knight c2.
Yeah, Black managed to make this provocation, I mean this weakness, but doesn't matter.
Bishop f5 was played after this. White exchanged the rooks.
And knight goes to e3, yeah.
Knight comes to e3. Queen e6.
And king f2 probably.
King f2. Bishop g6.
And queen d2.
Queen d2, rook e1.
And White managed to get stability.
Queen d6 attacking h2, just g3.
Or knight f1, okay.
And b5 was played.
Okay.
Now, this is the final position that we have right now.
The final.
On the second board, yeah.
Okay.
And
so yeah, but Black's plan is clear. So Black wants to play a5 and b4 and fix the pawn a2, and maybe just trying to provoke weaknesses. And the bishop on g6 might be powerful.
is it that easy? I mean, rook e1 simply.
Yeah,
right?
maybe not. Okay, rook e1 and Black continues to push like, I know, I can't. No, the queen f8. So a5 probably.
Wait, white to
So
play,
rook
rook e1, yeah.
and a5, and okay, it's...
Knight
it's
f5 might be played, knight c4.
And, I thought I can take with check on e1. And then I
Knight
have queen
c4 is
f8. No,
possible,
of
yeah.
course, any move. So no a5, then probably I should just leave the file and play rook to d8, threatening c5, b4. I mean, trying to create some weaknesses there. And by the way, c5, b4 maybe.
d5?
No. I mean, Black's threat is c5 or b4 or even b4. So
I can just... No, c6.
Yeah, then c6.
c4? Well, at some point, white has to try to do something to convert the advantage.
Yeah, maybe move like knight g4. I don't know. Is it possible to bring the knight to
Let's say
to
c5,
e5?
right?
C5 immediately? Yeah. And
Well, I mean, you don't even want to take this for now.
right,
Can
but
I play d5?
oh yeah, this d5 looks nice. And probably Black should play c4 just to stop the move.
Yes.
C4.
Then I can take and knight e3 maybe.
And knight e3 back, yeah. And I'll install my bishop to d3. Oh.
Okay.
This is the...
Okay. This was tricky.
Yeah, but you know you could play first queen d4.
I can play knight e5.
Oh yeah, queen knight e5 always. And let me
Knight
also
e5,
bishop d3. And if knight e3, queen
Queen
d5.
d4.
Queen d4, yeah, maybe just to control everything, attacking there. Then knight e3, rook e2. It's just a pawn up.
Yeah.
I don't see much
Just
compensation.
a pawn up, yeah.
Pawn
Just
up
a
is
pawn.
this is the best evaluation of the position.
Yeah.
Just pawn up.
Yeah, I agree.
Pawn up.
So white is taking his time, Shamsiddin Vohidov, and yeah, I mean Paravan has only 10 minutes on the clock. And
10
this
minutes.
position and pawn down, he has to try to do something.
Yeah, it's not an easy task.
Yeah.
Okay, he was lucky in this tournament, and let's hope he will be lucky till the end. Maybe he can find some miracle continuation or just
Yes.
a very tough defense. You can save this position. You can save.
There is
I mean-
nothing impossible.
Yes, absolutely.
There is nothing impossible.
And another end game. Let's go to board. Yeah, actually we have the end games everywhere. I mean the positions without queens. So here we have the very complex end game, and yeah, we stopped after f6,
Yeah.
rook f2. Yeah, same idea. Bringing
Rook
rook e1,
f2,
rook f2, and rook to
rook
c2.
c2. And black played here rook b8. And white is thinking, and Leon Mandoka is only 12 minutes on the clock. Maybe black is actually fixing the position. What do you say? After
So b5,
b5,
yeah, b5
yeah.
is the but if b5, white can play e5. So probably I should just play a move to improve the position. I don't know exactly which one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, can I play a move like knight e2?
Okay.
And if you play b5, white plays e5 here.
Okay.
Now what do you do with the knight? Knight is
A5
hanging.
maybe.
Knight e5, then you give me the files, the D and
Mhm.
C files, and then just okay. Maybe it's not that bad, but
But what else to do?
what else? Bishop b7, then rook d7 comes.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not good. This is not good. And if knight a5, I'll just take and take. Okay, take and maybe play knight d4 or immediately, yeah, knight d4, controlling everything. The bishop
Mhm.
cannot be developed because
Mhm.
knight pawn e6 hangs.
Yeah, e5 was played, but
Yeah.
without b5.
I'll just
Just
e5.
in this position. e5.
Well,
Uh,
what is this?
okay, why?
Ef takes e5. Let's
Takes,
try to.
takes,
No,
okay.
why do you want to take it immediately?
Okay, knight d4,
Knight d5, yeah?
knight d5.
Jumpy.
Jumpy.
But this is just changing material. Like white can take, black can take on d5, bishop
Okay,
d5,
what
king
else can
h8.
be done? What's
So-
the idea?
Something knight e4, knight
Yeah,
a4.
this is what I was thinking
Yeah.
about, yeah.
Yeah, and if here in case of b5, okay, knight hangs, yeah?
Is there, by the way, knight a4 here?
Knight a4. And b5 is not really
Bishop
possible.
c6, yeah.
Well, it's not the end. Bishop c6,
Yeah,
b takes
takes.
a4, and bishop a4,
Bishop a4.
and knight a6. Okay, it's not.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But this e5, I'm very surprised.
Okay, he spent some time. He spent some
I
time
spent
to.
quite some time, yeah.
Yeah. So then, yeah, c5, d5. Okay, taking. What else? Of course, black should take that pawn and knight a4. Yeah. Okay, interesting idea. Maybe no, the knight comes to d4. No, it's not really possible. So taking, yeah, knight a4 and b5, bishop takes c6, taking the knight and taking back, yeah. Not very
Maybe after
convincing.
b5. Oh no. I wanted to play knight c5, but yeah, no. I don't think that's a good idea.
No, not very convincing, this one. So one more time. Knight a4, yeah.
Yeah, b5.
b5, bishop takes c6. I don't see anything else.
Okay.
And bishop takes a4. This is the
now
position.
knight has to be saved.
And bishop c6 back,
Bishop c6. Okay, I'll not take on.
yeah. f4 because bishop comes. Yeah, bishop takes on f4, and then the rook is trapped. Rook is trapped. If you take, bishop takes. So
Yeah.
and then if not, pawn hangs. Can black play something like knight d5, bringing the knight into the game? Attacking the knight on b3.
Yeah.
And if you move the knight, I can take on f4, the pawn.
Yeah.
So knight d5. What white can do here,
Okay, b3 is hanging.
right? Where do you move the knight? Sacrifice the
Can
rook.
I I'm just thinking about it.
Well, but don't forget this is the end game already, not no attacking, no checkmate here. You want to take on d5, and then take on e5, yeah, and the
Mhm.
2 pawns for the exchange. Yeah, possible, but I believe that black is doing fine there.
Yeah.
Bishop
Yeah.
square. So knight d5. Okay, let's play here knight a5 maybe. No, let's continue this variation a little bit. No, knight d5 black. And white maybe knight to c5. And f takes e4.
Wait.
But this, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Sorry, e takes f4.
Wait, what is up? Ah,
Yes. And here knight
we
takes.
have a move. Black actually took on e5.
Yeah, and take on e6. But this looks like drawish. Like knight e6. I was just trying to take the pawn back. No, after taking. No. Black takes on f4. Knight takes e6.
Mm-hmm.
Bishop takes e6. Bishop takes d5. Bishop takes d5. Rook d5. But taking on g3. But this is draw.
Yeah.
Or good chances at least. I mean, no, it's just draw. So white lost all his advantage. And very strange decision of playing e5. Very strange. Okay, let's see the continuation. So in the game, white played e5.
Yeah.
And
Black captured.
Yes. So
I mean, obviously black captured, but I don't understand
Yeah.
the black's idea here.
yeah, okay, knight a4 most probably. So Maria, do you follow the A tournament, the Open Tournament A? Probably you have students there.
Yes,
and
of course.
How they are doing there?
Uh,
What are the results? I hope everybody wins. So we have a draw.
what about you? Are you satisfied?
Yeah,
with
just a
your
minute. We have a
students?
result. We have a result in the leaders group.
Wait a second.
And can we check?
Which board?
It looks like
Let's see.
we have a result on board number.
3? No.
No, they're still playing. Everybody's still playing.
Everybody's still playing. No.
Yeah, we can see from monitors that only one draw on game
On
5.
Game 5, yeah.
Game 5, and the rest are playing. The rest are fighting.
Yeah.
And the game Aminta Batabe against David Anton Giharo, we can check board number 3.
We
Also-
can go there, yes.
Yeah, so he did play rook b1. Well, I didn't want to propose it, but yeah, so probably as you said, king g1 was an
Yeah, yeah.
accuracy. It was an accuracy allowing black to counterattack.
A5, A4, king
Mhm,
F7, king F1. And actually we have moves here.
Right. So we have 15 minutes delay
A4 was played.
yes,
Uh-huh,
and king
obviously.
e2 probably.
C4.
Okay, it's very concrete because no knight before, then just white takes.
Knight
Yeah,
F6.
force the knight to move to the, and bishop to e3.
Bishop
To
C3.
All right.
And this is the position.
This is the current position. Okay, still white keeps winning chances, advantage. And in case of ab3, white can probably take with the rook. White takes with the
Yeah.
rook. And yeah, bishop is stronger than the knight, pawn structure. So yeah, good winning chances for Aminta Batabe.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure.
Mhm.
But it will not be easy to convert
I agree.
this position.
I agree.
Also
Yeah.
the time, by the way. I mean, he fixed the time so much. So Anton David started thinking a lot at some point. But I have a very interesting game on the board number 4.
Right?
I don't
Parana
know.
with Aranviv.
Yes.
Yeah, it started. It was a very, peaceful. They start peaceful. This
Yeah.
4 knights opening or bishop openings. I don't know what was the name. What is the name? So and white took the initiative. White
yeah.
is just pushing all the pawns. Now g5 is coming.
And
White
F7
gets
before was
space
played
advantage. Bishop c3, harmonious position, and
C5.
c5. Yeah, this is the only way of getting counter.
And then it continued. Push.
Yeah, it's very simple. So in case of black takes with the pawn, then white move the bishop to d4.
Takes.
Yes, h takes.
Takes. Knight before.
Knight before. Yeah, of course, black wants to change the strong knight, the strong bishop on c3.
Bishop before.
Yes, c takes.
Takes.
And knight f5, yeah?
And no moves yet.
No moves yet.
No.
Okay, so black is a pawn up, but white is pushing, and probably white will jump with the knight on f5, attacking the weakness on
Yeah.
d6. But you know, I believe that it's a strong counterplay here. Strong counterplay. Yeah, and again, yeah, about your players
Yeah.
playing in the tournament. So, what are the results? What are the how? Are you
Well,
satisfied? Okay,
no.
probably it's too early to say because
No.
still.
No, I'm more satisfied with my players in Open B than in
Alright.
Open A.
Okay.
But what to do?
Yeah.
And in juniors more.
Okay.
One of my students, she actually won the second place in the school's championship under
Wow.
17 girls.
Okay. Congratulations.
Thank you.
It's a good result for you and for your student.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, in Masters tournament, I have Abdurrahman
Yeah.
with he scored 50%, 4.5, which is a good result.
Yeah.
He gained something like 70 rating points. Yeah, in A tournament, all the rest are playing in the A tournament, and okay, 4 of them are gaining rating, and 1 is losing, but not that much. So overall, they are on 5.5 points, 5 points, and
Yeah.
still like 1 round to go. I mean, still they are playing. So not a bad result. Okay, could be better. Some games could be worse, but I
Yeah.
can say not bad. Not
Yeah.
bad.
That's good. That's
Yeah,
good.
not bad.
For my players, I had some my players, but they were playing in another hotel, and it's very hard when I don't see them like before the round, or because they know that I'm not following. I was following the results, but like I don't follow the games, and somehow they relax, you know. And sometimes they send me the game, sometimes they don't, but there is no other way because, of course, the tournament is in our city and we have a lot of players.
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
I said about our players, and I remembered Roda's position.
Of
as
course,
much as I saw,
we go to Roda's
as much as I
Alsarkal.
saw that she had an advantage. I checked the game. Okay, what happened here?
Yeah, so she played Rook D1. I think there we stopped
Yeah.
after Rook D1, and she, Rook D1, Rook D8, Bishop B1, as you said, yeah, and Rook takes D6.
Okay, interesting.
Small combination in Capablanca style, yeah, and White won a pawn because he cannot take back because E5 is coming, so White won a pawn, but
yeah, but it's not easy.
not easy, but still, it is a pawn.
I checked this position.
Yes.
Okay, Rook D8 was not played yet. Yeah.
Rook to D1, probably keeping the
Yeah,
pawn.
Okay, this is
But
the
I think
position.
Black can take it back by Knight C4. Can Black?
Knight C4, Queen D4, Rook D6.
And give me. Well, and how White can keep the pawn?
Who knows?
So let's try to play Queen D4. No. I was trying to go for something crazy.
It didn't work out.
No, Knight Queen D4. Let's try.
Rook D6.
And Knight D5.
Yes, but take.
Taking with the bishop.
Yes.
And no intermezzo, no nothing here. E5, no. I'm just bad. So instead of Knight D5, of course, I can play move like a tricky move like Queen A7. What do you think about move Queen A7 instead of Knight D5? Can I play a move there, like Queen A7? No, I'm just blundering checkmate. Okay, very good. I mean, very bad.
Good one.
Just we can show to our viewers how grandmasters are blundering checkmate in one.
It happens to everyone. It's fine. I mean.
Yeah. Okay, so
so it's not easy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not easy to pawn up, but Black is trying to take the pawn back, and probably black can be successful in doing that. So let's see Salim's game, because it was a
Let's see
king's
Salim's
India,
game, yeah.
and his opponent sacrificed an exchange. I saw it in a from the playing hall, and yeah, and it was very sharp position.
Oof.
Yes, exactly. Oof. This was my first first word, and yeah.
Okay, we stopped the game somewhere here.
King
King
h8,
h8,
intending.
a3, bishop d7, queen c2, f5, takes, bishop e3, e4, takes, okay.
Rook g7.
Interesting, king g7, long castle, h6,
Trying to hide the king
Yeah.
on h7.
rook g1, king h7, and knight c4, and okay, what's the problem with this move? Knight e4.
It looks like a blunder, or white gives a piece. Let's try to. Well, not easy. So if knight takes e4, then probably bishop d3,
Yeah.
as what I see.
Okay, but
So knight takes bishop d3, and white is taking the piece back.
yeah. So
And
what if
you
bishop
take,
e4?
Exactly. So knight takes now.
Knight takes, queen takes,
There is such an option. Okay, queen takes,
queen takes, knight
bishop
takes,
d3, rook
bishop
e8, and
d3.
rook g4.
Okay.
Also taking the piece back, but not so many pieces on the board. Let's continue the line. Knight c5,
You're forced to take.
take, d takes, you take on
Bishop
e4,
e4,
king
king
h8.
f3 maybe.
Well, yeah, you have chances to make draw here for white. I mean, but it's not a
But
dream.
maybe there is something better.
For
because-
white, you mean, yeah?
For black here.
Well, better.
But what else?
Better than that.
Better than that? Yeah. Rook
It was an
g8.
exchange up. What do you mean rook g8?
Ah, sorry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need another coffee.
Yeah. I just want to make a gift. Yeah. So what is? No. I mean, what? I don't believe it's wrong. I don't believe knight takes e4 is wrong,
I mean, even bishop takes e4?
or even bishop takes e4, knight
Yeah.
e4, queen e4, knight e4, bishop d3. We just said, yeah.
Okay, there's not much changes on the first board. Second board is very interesting, by the way.
Yeah. Let's go back. Let's go back
No,
to the
but
leaders.
here I'm wondering. I feel like
No, it's nothing wrong to play the endgame with exchange up.
I still want to see. if
Yeah.
There's something better.
What do you want to spoil our analysis? I think that exchange up is just enough.
Yeah, the end game, right?
Of course. Of course.
Okay.
We are strong players, Maria.
Of course.
Trust our intuition
Intuition.
and calculation too.
Yes, we do.
Okay.
We do.
Yes, so let's go back to
Second board.
second
here
board.
we have a very interesting position.
so it is a pawn up,
And
continuing.
it's fast, and Tawit Paravian is playing on a few minutes only. So what happened in the game was that after b5,
Yes.
a lot of things happened there. c4 was played.
Well, okay.
Black captures.
Yes.
White captures.
Okay, now it's
Queen d5. Knight e3.
back, yeah.
Queen d7.
No draw.
Rook c1.
Yeah.
h5.
Okay, good. This is always good in the end game.
Knight g2.
Okay, knight goes to f4
Queen h3.
and king g1, yeah?
Simply king g1.
Yeah, defending everything. Now knight f4 is coming.
Queen f5.
Knight f4.
And now it's white to play, but
Knight
for your
f4.
notice, I'll say that David Paravian has less than 5 minutes
Yeah,
on the clock.
yeah, it's
And it
not...
can actually become a problem, no?
Knight f4, knight h4. Knight h4, queen f6, and then black probably is happy with trading, yeah, the bishop.
I mean, yeah, we cannot give up the f3 square, f3 pawn.
No, knight f4, I believe. Knight f4,
Yeah.
followed by king f2 back, and white is in full control of the game. And then after king f2, now rook takes c7, by the way. Oh, actually pawn hangs. Pawn hangs. Let's say if you don't, no, after knight f4, I mean.
Yeah.
If you play a move like h4, I might be thinking of just taking the pawn. And if queen b1, I have the other
C7,
one.
yeah.
Yeah. And that's one on
If
h4.
king b1, king g2 simply.
But
Yeah?
why not rook c1 back?
Huh.
Sometimes rooks are moving back.
Uh-huh.
Pawns not.
Hard
but,
to see.
But pieces.
Hard to see.
Yes. Yes, I agree. So pawns are not moving back, but rooks, yes. So yeah, black is trying to create some counter chances, some counterplay, but not really.
Not enough.
Not enough.
I mean, kind of wrong choice in the opening, though.
Yeah.
Well, he's trying to save the game. As I see it, I see only 2 results in this game.
Honestly, I see only one.
Yeah.
But let's
I mean,
give
maximum.
a chance. Let's give a chance.
Maximum.
I'm just joking. Let's give a chance to David Paravian because a really good tournament he played, and it will be pity just to lose everything in the last round. So yeah.
Yeah.
But
It
Shamsuddin Wahidov is in full control of the game.
It happens.
More time, better on the board. Pawn up.
Yeah.
Knight is strong. King is safe.
Absolutely.
And he is very close to convert.
And if he converts, then he will be the sole leader, and there will be only one person, one of 2 people who can actually catch up. If they don't, they don't. That's it.
Okay, so then let's go to the game of Leon Mendoka playing with another Bek Yakuboev. Because here white was much better, and probably white is still much better, and we can...
After e5, black captured.
Oh yeah, so this is what happened.
Knight a4.
This all happened, yeah?
No, sorry. Rook c2, rook b8, e5 takes, okay.
Yes.
So what happened is that, yes, white played here knight a4.
So they went for this position.
Yeah. b5, you're right, we shall trust our analyzes.
Yes, Maria, this is what I was saying, but I don't like white's decision here to
e5
play
was
e4.
not the only way.
It's
not
not
knight
really
b6
very
again.
technical decision. Bishop c6 probably,
Bishop
and knight
c6,
d5.
knight d5.
As predicted.
Yeah, and this is the position now.
And no, white lost biggest part of the advantage. I don't know if it's
gone
white
now.
is better anymore, but if yes, but then it's not easy. It's a double attack, by the way, knight d5.
Yeah.
Knight hangs and
This
pawn
is
f4 too.
This is hanging.
And if black manages to take on f4,
Mm-hmm.
even black loses all the weaknesses like a6, b6, a6, e6. Still no bad pieces now.
Yeah.
It is very important.
Yeah.
Well, because before it was like bishop on c8 was bad, knights were like not stable.
Yeah.
And now black got counterplay.
I don't know. I wouldn't go for this with e5, to be honest. If I
It's
was
a very strange decision.
Leon Mendoka.
No school. What can I say? No school. Just calculation and sometimes wrong calculation.
Exactly.
So let's go to board number 4.
Board number 4. Pranav against Aravind.
Yes, so this was the white is pushing, but black is holding, and with the pawn up, black can be optimistic in this position.
I mean, what I see has changed is that
The knight jumped to c5 to f5.
in this position, knight f5,
Yeah,
rook c8,
right.
and
And rook e2.
rook e2.
Just to, because you don't really want to take the pawn on d6
Yeah.
and giving black the counterplay.
Well, nothing much is happening here, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Okay, let's go to
Board number 6.
board number 6.
Because we have one more player who can
Yeah, this is Daniel Quizon
Kuzun.
from Philippines, and the game is okay. Another King's Indian, and black managed to bring the knight to d4. A magic.
Okay,
Because
bishop
usually
c5 is played.
you don't get the knight to d4.
Okay.
How do you
What
get the
was
knight?
missed? Rook f3.
Oh yes,
Okay.
white is absolutely winning here.
h5. Bishop e2.
That was just.
Why? But what to play now? Maybe simply d6.
But
Easy
you
enough.
don't need to play. You just improve this position forever. I don't know. Rook h3, for instance. Okay, he missed many moves. White missed many moves,
Mhm.
including the move h5.
Yeah.
And now it's not easy anymore. But still,
But it's very nicely
because
played, by the way.
the knight is out of play. This knight on c6, on c6 on
Mhm.
b4. The knight cannot. Okay. Yeah. So probably rook h3 I would play, or something. Maybe it's a prophylactic move.
Bishop e2 was played and knight c2.
And knight
Nice
c2.
move.
Okay, the knight.
Nice
Black
move.
was playing without the knight.
Nice move,
Knight is
yeah.
out of play.
And suddenly the knight is getting to d4. Okay, yeah, rook h3, let's say, as you said.
Yeah, rook h3, and white can improve this position forever. The knight is out of play. Yeah, you can play bishop to e3, bishop e2, knight to somewhere, and then bishop to c4.
Maybe just bishop d1, bishop b3.
The same.
Yeah.
Knight. No, I cannot play. I can play knight to g3. I know. I wanted
Yeah,
to
no,
bring the
queen
knight,
g3.
then queen
Maybe
g3.
bishop d1 was
Bishop to g1. Okay, the same doesn't work.
Yeah.
It's not the same. Yeah, same but not the same. Okay,
Same,
same, but not the same.
but
yeah.
not the same.
Yeah. Actually, I have in my.
Same, but different. I was trying to remember it.
Yeah, same. But
I don't remember from where it came from,
Yeah.
but someone said same, but different. And
Yeah.
I remember it stayed forever. Same,
Yeah.
but different.
Also, I like the other expression here in the Emirates, very popular, is both are better. So if you ask something, which one is better? And if you ask in the shop,
Yeah.
sir, both are better. So
But
it's
but
easy
not
to
in
choose.
this game. Not both
Yeah.
are better. So
Yeah. So
knight c2 was blundered. Any other move, and white would be
yeah.
winning actually, because black's knight was completely out of game, and suddenly it is in the game. Bishop g7, f4 was played, and after f4, black captured.
Also the bishop is active. The bishop on g7.
Rook
It's
captured
a
and rook
monster
e8.
now. It's a monster now.
King d1 was played, and this is the current position.
Okay,
Wow, how the tables changed
Absolutely.
in this game in a few moves. Just one missed move, knight
No,
c2.
but then it's one then and then also f4. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
how can you open the position and allow black to activate the bishop?
Mhm.
Now g5 is a weakness, b5 is a weakness. Okay, so then
So actually, if Daniel Cuson wins this game,
yeah, he will
is
be
catching
co-winner. Yeah,
up
catching
with
up.
the leaders. I mean, for now, if we will not have decisive result on the top two boards.
Right.
Well, this is everything is interesting. The tables changed.
Yeah,
King h7 was played.
yeah, threatening queen g5.
Yeah.
I was just about to say that king h7 is
Looks good.
yeah, interesting. So yeah, black is probably winning here.
Yeah.
This is rook f7, rook takes e4. Otherwise, queen takes g5 is the threat. You cannot move the rook down because pawn e4 hangs.
By the way, it's
Rook h4, but okay, yeah. Tell me, Maria. So what?
on the first board. We have an
Yes.
interesting move. Takes. No more double attack because rook b3, rook d5.
Wow, we missed this one.
We missed this, yeah.
But okay, let's try to continue a little bit. So rook takes knight.
Mm-hmm.
It's not over.
Rook d5.
Okay, I can.
We
play.
don't have to take.
I have rook g3, but at the end I will just be a pawn down.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean looks rook a3, rook b2, everything looks the same. White will be a pawn up.
Actually, in the line, if takes, there was a bishop c5 for black. Black would be winning, but unfortunately the rook is holding the square on c5.
Yeah. Okay, let's try to find something here, and what black can do. What black can do there?
Well, it's not easy.
Yeah. So once again, on this position, black play
Yeah, let's just
b5,
check.
bishop takes, pawn takes, knight b6, bishop c6,
d5,
knight d5, and
takes.
just take the pawn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice move.
This is exactly what happened in the game.
Rook takes b3, bishop takes d5. Okay.
Rook
So
d5.
rook b5. So one minute. So if I'll manage to trade the bishops, okay, rook b3, rook d5, probably I don't see any. Any tricks here for black? Because no tricks, then no pawn.
What is it? For rook f3, simply rook d1.
Well, exactly. And next move is rook d1 if black plays like, I don't know, quiet move. Like king h8, I don't know, or a5. But can black play instead of rook b3? I was just thinking, can black play for long-term compensation instead of rook takes b3? Yeah, in this game. So here the move bishop to b7, and if let's say you take on b7, then rook takes b7, and I would say that maybe this one is not
Knight
that.
d4.
I have no bishop c5. Then yeah.
Rook b6.
Yeah, rook b6. Yeah, but still a pawn up. King g2.
Actually, this happened
d4.
in the game. Rook b3 was played.
Okay, rook b3 and rook takes d5.
And rook takes d5.
So this is the modern way of technique. You just calculate. You play e5, you calculate.
That's what I like to do. And my coaches were getting mad at me.
What is the famous Armenian school of just improving the position, trying to go slowly?
I just like to calculate. That's what I wanted to like to do.
Sorry, coach. Chess is changing now.
Yes.
Calculation is a priority.
Calculation is the priority.
Yeah. So no more philosophy. No more improving the position. If you see a concrete line which leads to advantage,
you go for it.
You go for it. Yeah. And
again,
we have more moves in the game.
Yeah, I can see it was captured.
Yeah,
King
exactly.
h8.
And this is the position. This is the position after capture.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I'll go again.
yes, again and again. What would say Tigran Petrosyan about this way of technique? Yeah.
Well, there was some exchange sacrifice at
Yes,
some point,
so it's okay. Yeah, it doesn't break the rules
so
of.
it approved.
Yeah. Okay, good.
There is no bishop c5, unfortunately, for black.
No bishop
I mean,
c5.
bishop b3 will be followed, right?
Right. So
I don't see any other move.
Takes, and this is the current position. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bishop takes rook.
Well, this is going to be played.
Bishop takes rook, and white is Hang on, white is 2 pawns down.
Up.
Up.
2.
Exactly. I'm surprised as you.
That's a lot of pawns.
I'm surprised as you. So black could play the position with only 1 pawn down, and why did black?
Wait.
Why did black
We're
prefer
going to
to
have
take this?
very interesting games now. Huh?
So probably some counterplay.
Yeah.
Bishop f5.
Bishop b3 was played.
Bishop h3.
Bishop h3.
Checkmate in one is
Bishop
always.
c4.
Yeah.
Bishop c5. Bishop f. Wait, this line is interesting.
Yes.
I think bishop c4 is the only move.
Right.
Check. Looks right.
No, yeah.
King h1. Bishop.
Yes.
Do I have bishop d3 here?
Okay, this is, I understand. But if rook e2, bishop g4 comes, and
Yeah.
yes, this is the way. If you trust your calculation, not the intuition, you just miss some moves in the end, and you lose the game. You might lose the game. Okay, bishop d3, yeah, but bishop d3. Yeah, bishop d3 is a good move.
Looks
Bishop
right
takes
to me.
d3, rook takes c5.
Bishop h3 was played. Looks like bishop c4 is the only move.
Yeah, bishop c. Okay, bishop f4.
Bishop f4, g5.
g5, and then rook c7, but no, just bishop d8.
Bishop d8, double attack.
Double attack. No, bishop f4, then g5. So bishop c4.
Okay, I think he's gonna calculate a lot here. They don't have.
But this is, of course, I mean, just it was not the way to. It was not the way, definitely. Okay, this is my opinion.
For black, right?
For white.
For white?
Yeah, of course.
Which?
I mean,
you
starting
mean
with
the
e5,
yeah?
all this
Yeah.
this concept to.
Yeah.
I mean, based on calculation and instead of just improving the position and.
Solid game, yeah.
Yeah, and okay, solid and with no counter chances, and now, okay.
People calculate.
People calculate, yeah.
They're young.
They're young, yeah. Yeah.
So bishop c4 or bishop f4 really not the option that
No. So bishop
I'd like
c4,
to see.
bishop c5 check.
But if bishop c4 doesn't work like concretely,
Oh, but Maria, after bishop c4, can I start with bishop f5? And now you don't have the move bishop d3.
okay.
And I'm just trying to say that my next is bishop c. But then I go king g2. So rook e2, bishop
Yeah, yeah.
c5, king g2.
Yeah.
And bishop f4 there. It's not the end. It's not the end, but probably. No,
Probably
let's
better.
try this one.
Okay, let's say
Where do you move the rook?
rook e2, bishop g4.
Rook e2, bishop g4.
Okay, is there a chance
And
I
then
can
you
go for this?
You go rook e1.
Rook e1, yeah, and then
bishop
check
c5,
at,
bishop e3.
bishop e3. So
Yeah. So then
you
so
have
then,
to start with the bishop
okay.
c5.
So bishop c5 check, king h1.
Yeah.
And then I need to bring my bishop to b7 or to the long diagonal.
Okay, I have to do it with the tempo. Otherwise, otherwise what? Bishop
Otherwise what?
f4.
Exactly. Can I start here with bishop d4? I want the pawn.
Bishop f4.
You don't give me the pawn, yeah. G.
I could play
Oh, no.
e6.
But if e6 now
for
bishop.
fun.
Where is the fun? Where is the fun here? Okay, bishop f5. What do you do now? Rook e2, bishop g4. And helping to win the exchange.
We have some stuff happening on the second board, by the way, which is crazy.
Let's go there. Let's go there. The game Paravian and.
We'll come back to this because
Okay.
I feel like the second game might finish. Okay, bishop c4 was played actually in the game.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I don't see much that we missed in the game that or
Okay.
there's a direct win, right?
Right.
Okay, let's check. So on the second board,
Yeah. Shamsuddin Vahidov against David Paravian, and it was a pawn up, knight h4.
okay,
Okay. We are just
knight h4.
expecting one of the move. Knight
queen
f4.
b5 was played.
King f2 probably.
No, knight g6 takes, and white decided to grab the second pawn.
Greedy.
And rook e2.
Queen c3.
Now white is taking his time to think, but David Paravian has only 2 minutes on the
Okay,
clock.
queen c3 with the intention just to play queen c4 and trade queens
Yeah.
and say goodbye. So
Also
d5. I was worried a little bit
Yeah.
of queen b6, but
I saw.
and maybe some chances for perpetual. So
If like rook a2,
then queen c4.
yeah, simply queen c4.
Two connected pawns.
Yeah.
This is
Wow.
with the king cut. I mean, it's
Wow,
like
this looks like it. This looks like it, and we're going to have a sole leader in the tournament if this is it.
okay. King h7. Let's a little bit
Let's
try
try.
it. Yeah, let's try. I don't know.
A4.
a4, a4,
Okay.
a4.
A4.
Queen e8.
Uh-huh.
A couple of checks at least before dying.
Yeah.
I'll give you a couple of checks. Maybe I can be successful. in
Okay, if
doing
rook
that.
c8
What
with
do
the
you
idea
want?
of queen c4.
Oh, okay. But now also give me time.
Queen c3. Oof, what did I blunder?
Nothing. Just checkmate.
How?
Okay, good question. Let me think. A queen's move somewhere. Somewhere the queen move to come to where? Queen f5. White to f5.
Uh-huh.
I don't know why, but looks closer to the king, very close to the king.
Yeah.
And here queen to d3
Queen f3.
or queen f3. Sorry, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, queen c3, rook a2 was played. Wait, simply queen c4, right?
Yeah, king is yeah. Okay, black is hoping that to push the pawn a and maybe in some scenario to change a for one of the central
Yeah.
pawn. By the way, what is your threat as black?
Wait, why do I even want to exchange my queens? That's my question.
Exactly. So rook a1 is not a threat. Queen can't come with the tempo. So have a move.
d5.
d5 exactly. Maria.
Check king h1.
And this is it. No.
Checking each one.
D5. Okay, it's a checkmate. Checkmate.
Okay, it hates it. Okay,
threat.
queen c4 was played in the game though.
Yeah, this is technique. How we
Yeah.
call this? We call it technique. But maybe D5 is winning. I don't know.
I was just trying, you know, because
Yeah,
he
yeah.
had more time, but okay, this is
So
easy.
okay, let's calculate a little bit because the king is white's king is cut, so this is an advantage for black. So A5,
A5,
D5.
D5, king comes closer, right? At some
Okay,
point.
king is I think king is a little bit useless.
Okay, A4,
A4, yeah, exactly.
D6.
And I know we need the king. You're right. No,
We
okay,
need the
maybe first A3.
Okay, but then you don't have time to bring the king.
Why?
How?
Okay, I do. I don't have time. Yeah. So then I should
King
play
F8 here.
or rook D2.
But here I'll give a check and D7.
Yeah. So then rook D2. Rook D2. This is how I am stopping the pawn.
Okay. Then king,
King
H7.
F8.
Okay.
And this is exactly my dream to change. No, A3, C6, A2, and
Rook
rook
A7.
A7. Or-
C7.
Okay, you
only.
could play a little bit, maybe rook
Rook
C8
C8.
first.
Sorry, yeah. King
King
E7,
rook
rook
E8,
E8.
king F7, rook A8, but this is not the end.
Okay.
This is not the end. King F7. Okay, F6, F7.
I have even.
Yeah. Game over.
It looks like it.
Very good, Maria. Well done. Yeah, queen c4 and probably okay. It's really hard to fight against two connected pawns. Yeah, so Vahid
Yeah,
Shamsuddin is very
yeah.
close to convert his
It
extra
is.
pawn from move 9, I think.
Yes, yes.
He won the pawn in the 10 moves, first 10 moves, and David Paramian just made a move, and
Check now.
yeah, let's check the
here
game of
Bishop
Leon
D4 was
Mendonca.
played.
Bishop d4, yeah, as we said, and what about the move e6 that we were?
I don't know.
And now bishop comes with tempo. Yeah, now bishop f5. Yeah, exactly.
But now here,
But we
white
stopped
doesn't
here.
have. Yeah, we stopped here.
Bishop, but look, black wins an exchange. Because if you play rook e2, then bishop g4.
Okay.
Bishop g4, and this is an exchange.
And if I play e7,
Or rook e8,
rook e2,
bishop g4, same story. Same story, sad story.
sad story, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly, bishop d4. And white doesn't have time. It's bishop
No.
f4 was played.
Yeah, probably you don't need to
Sorry.
yeah. Okay, bishop f4 and g.
G5.
Then I'll
also
have bishop
can-
f6 check
Yeah,
in some
yeah, yeah.
in some positions. And what about here? The move bishop f5. So bishop e4 is the threat,
Rook e2,
and bishop g4.
bishop g4,
Give me.
bishop a6. I don't know.
Well, then probably this is first bishop f3 check. I'll put your rook under a pin. Then I'll take the pawn on b2. Black is risking
Bishop f4.
nothing. So really, yeah.
Wow. The second board is going to be interesting.
Yeah, let's go back. Let's. So we should
Yeah.
start from the
Okay. Okay.
critical position.
Yeah. Wait, this was the first board, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. We
And we
moved
have
on
one
out,
more
yeah.
game, Tabata Bay with Anton Guijaro, David. And what is the?
Actually, a few more
What
games.
is
but-
the? Wow,
Okay.
black,
Black managed to fix it, huh?
and the b3 pawn is alive.
Rook a1, h4,
How did the?
king c1, and knight
Ah.
f6 was played.
Okay, yeah, a pawn is really strong. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Okay, king b2. Probably black's intention is to play e4 and trying to change his weakness to activate the knight.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you know what? The rook end game might be lost. Let's say king b2. Look, yeah, Marie. So just a small demonstration. e4 and bishop takes f6. You take with the. Okay, doesn't matter. I think
Okay.
I take on e4. Play king e5. I play a6. No. I play very direct way. king takes e4, a7, rook a8, and king takes b3. And then how white can improve? How white improves the position? Because no king,
No king a4.
rook a6 and king
but
a4.
now I try.
And what?
So you have to stop with the rook a2.
Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll just give check when you come there. Also, I can play in.
Okay, this happened actually, by
This
the way,
actually
but
happened,
without d4.
Yeah. So I think.
White pushed. Wait, after king c1,
Yeah.
knight f6. Yeah, a6.
Yeah. So if e4. But if e4, I can take on e6 on f6 and there. So yeah. Now I understand. It's just winning a tempo. So if e4, a7. Actually, white is winning two tempos. a7, rook a8, rook a6 check, another tempo.
Nice.
King f5, bishop takes knight, yes, pawn takes, take on e4, king e4, and king b2. And then king takes pawn, king a4, king b5, king c6, king b7.
Okay, this is concrete.
And
Yes,
Czech
as we were
Republic.
saying, this is concrete.
Yeah, Czech Republic, rook a2 check.
Or maybe king d4 simply here.
King to d4.
Yeah, so your king doesn't move.
All right, but soon probably you'll be in a zugzwang. Okay, h3, let's say. And then probably in some scenario, black will be in zugzwang.
Yep.
Like rook, I don't know, rook a1, let's say. Or king d3. Okay, maybe it's not that simple. Maybe it's not that simple.
It's
Not easy. So maybe all this concept by taking the knight on f6 is not really great. So king c1, let's go back.
h4, king c1,
Knight f6, a6, and e4. Is e4 played?
No, e4 was not played.
So black is thinking.
Yeah. What do you say if we take our final break? Because I feel like we're going to have results very soon.
Yeah, okay, couple of minutes break.
Yeah.
And then we'll be for the final part of our transmission of the tournament.
We are going to have results and decisive results on top boards. It actually looks like so. So we will have our final standing only after everyone finishes the game, especially the top two boards, and they are going to finish very soon. Don't go anywhere. You're following the ninth round of the Abu Dhabi Chess Festival. We will be back after a very, very short break. Don't go anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the 30th Abu Dhabi Chess Festival 2024. And here we are back in the studio with some interesting news. We got draw on the first board. We had a draw. So let's see what actually happened there because it was not that easy.
Yeah, and I'm actually surprised by the White's decisions.
Yeah.
Starting with the move e5 looks tempting, but everything is based on calculation. And if you miss something, and actually White did, so then you just spoil all the play,
Yeah.
all the good position. And and let's see
True,
what happened
true.
here because everything was by bishop f4.
Okay, bishop f5 was
Okay,
played.
threatening checkmate
Rook
and the rook.
e2. This was all forced. Bishop g4, e6. I think we checked this
Yes,
position,
we did.
right?
So here, actually, with the move
And you
e6,
said
White
bishop
is just
f3.
trying to save the game.
Yeah, because bishop
White is
f3,
trying to save the game. So no
Rook
more
g2.
winning. Yeah.
bishop b2, e7, rook e8,
Bishop d6
bishop
probably.
d6. Yeah, everything is forced. Only moves. Bishop f6, bishop f7, bishop e7,
Or rook e7 doesn't.
bishop e8. Same.
Same. Okay, what a miss.
Bishop
What a
d6.
miss. I mean,
a4. They did a few moves. Eventually, black simply took the rook.
yeah.
a5, h3,
Okay, what? No, it's White to play. White probably.
h3,
a5,
a5, king
king
h2. He took, and they agreed to draw.
Well,
Wow.
what do you think, Maria, about this game?
I had a feeling that white was much better, and they had to play
No,
there.
it's just everything started with the move e5, which
Yeah, yeah.
maybe the move is not bad, but this is not the way to convert. It's not the way to improve the position. Yeah, you just should slowly improve the position. Try to bring all your pieces to cut off the counterplay, and
For
instead
sure.
you just free. I mean, just liberate all black's pieces, and black found these nice resources. Yeah, this
Of
knight
course.
g5, bishop, rook takes b3, and everything that. Okay, let's go to the game of
Second board. What is-
Shamsuddin Wahidov against David
David
Paravian,
Paravian.
because again, yeah,
Let's see
rook
what
and
happened
game.
here. Okay.
Yeah, we went to this rook and game, which we said it's easy win.
A3,
It's easy
d5,
win for white, but something happened there. Something happened there,
rook
I think.
c5. I don't
Okay.
know. Okay, let's just continue. Rook c2,
Yeah.
d6,
Okay.
king f7. Okay, from here we
It was
don't
played
have the...
rook to d5,
It was played rook to d5,
right? King e8,
king e8, d7,
yes,
king d8, the only move.
yes. Rook takes pawn, I think it
Rook
was
takes
played.
the pawn.
Rook takes c4 and rook a6, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So white is hoping to win the pawns on the king side and to have the 3 against 1, but black found a nice resource.
g5,
g5
rook g6,
and g4.
and g4.
And now you can take all my pawns.
Yeah.
And what is the win? I don't
I
see.
don't think it's there. And rook g7 was played.
Yes,
Black captured.
yes.
White played king f2.
And this is actually the end game we discussed during
Yeah.
the break. During the break, so white is still a pawn up, but if black manages to change the pawn h4g, then it's an easy draw.
Then h4 and g4.
And
was
g4, yeah. Okay, maybe h4 was a little bit too early,
played. Yeah.
too
rook
early,
d2,
but still I believe that it's a draw.
rook d2, rook h7. Apparently.
Hang on, can I take on this?
Wait,
one?
wait.
Something went wrong.
Actually, it took, and rook d5. Wow. Black is holding this game.
In this case, you know what I'm used to say this.
What?
Even my cat can make draw in
Yeah.
this position.
Yeah.
So really, my cat is very smart and
Oh, you have a cat. What's the name
yes,
of your cat?
guess. It's Kaisa, the goddess of
Kaisa.
chess.
Okay.
So I'm saying that even my cat can make draw. Wow, such a miss again.
Wow.
this is-
Actually, but let's check again because
I think many times white missed the win. I mean, it's so
rook
strange.
d5, king e8, d7. Okay, this d7 move was the one.
No, but
C5 simply, right?
yeah,
Looks-
I mean,
no,
it's
apparently no. It's,
C5. No, it's
it's
just
not that easy, huh?
no. I think
Maybe
white
rook
should take the
G5.
pawn immediately on A5,
Mm-hmm.
and after takes just rook back, rook to A7. Ah,
A7.
yeah, I think to
Uh-huh.
A7 is easier. No, but
Simpler.
here, no, it's not so easy. It's just rook D4.
What if
Ah, this was technique.
no,
Yeah, I
king
agree.
F7?
And king F7 now rook D5, and king E8 back.
Yeah. Okay, so what was the way to win here?
Okay,
King
maybe
E8.
all the concept by playing rook D5, rook on the 5th, and pawn on D7 is not really precise, not really great. So then, what is the win? What is the miss?
Yeah, we can see he's disappointed. He understood what happened. He's
Yeah,
disappointed.
ah, Maria, now I found rook takes A5 is the right move, and rook C4 and rook A8 check. I think this is the way.
And then you collect
And-
all the pawns.
And no, if you play king F7, then D7, and if you play king D7, and then you collect the pawns. Yeah, you play check, king D6 and this.
Yeah,
And
we just
then-
needed to calculate
and then
this.
we got the end game exactly 3 against 1 that he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
aiming for. He was, yeah,
Yeah, you can see from his face he's disappointed. It's obvious.
such a miss, such a miss.
Yeah, this would be...
For,
And it
for-
wasn't hard actually. I
It
mean, he had
wasn't.
time. He just needed to calculate.
Right.
Well, I mean, in the game, sometimes also emotions can play a role, you know? So
Yeah, but
You are-
with more than 10 minutes on the clock, I mean, you can.
you realize that
Yeah.
suddenly you're like winning the tournament by winning this game, and you're winning.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. Okay.
So we have one more end game in the game of
H5 was
in the
played,
game of Anton Gihara and Tabata Beyamin.
Yeah, I don't know what happened here in the live.
Nothing is just.
Yeah.
I think they agreed to a draw. We have the
They
result,
agreed to a draw. We have another draw. We have 2 draws on the top boards.
but this one was really dramatic.
This one was really dramatic. White was winning, actually
Wow.
winning. So basically, we have now 4 people with 7 points.
Uh-huh. And one game is still in progress, and not only one, 2 games are still in progress.
With the players that have 6 points.
Another save of for
nice, David
for the-
Poravyan. He is this tournament.
yeah. Actually,
Well, this game he didn't manage to win in the last position, but
this is, I would say, this is like comparable to a winning
yeah,
game.
exactly.
Like to
exactly.
save such an end game, to save such an end game which looks unbelievable.
Wow.
This
Actually,
looks unbelievable to hold this.
You
one.
have to have the luck sometimes. Well,
Yeah.
this was not a luck. He just did his best.
Yeah. So let's go to the game of Aminta Batabe against
Aminta
David Giharo. Anton
And
David Giharo, and what is the position now?
wow, now everything changed and they are blitzing and
Yeah.
yeah, okay, let me
So
find
the time control is 1.5 till the end of the
Yeah.
game plus 30 seconds. So no
increment after
no
40th move.
exactly.
Bishop a5, knight h2,
Okay.
bishop c7,
Yes.
okay, knight g4,
Black got counterplay.
bishop b8.
So rook is locked, but meanwhile black collected the pawns on the king
Knight
side.
e3, rook c6. Everything looks logical though. Knight,
Yeah,
rook c5. Now e5 is going to be lost also.
But
Knight f4.
shutting the diagonal. Okay.
Right. Rook e5 was played.
King g4.
King g4. Rook e8.
Rook e8.
Because knight d3. Wait, why not king b3 if you want
Knight
to take
takes
this pawn?
pawn.
Okay, now
Or maybe I can push h3. Could I?
maybe just rook e8 with the idea to
But this is
play rook h8. Yeah.
okay. Let's see the game. Probably
Rook e8, knight d3,
king b3.
king b3, h3, rook h8,
Stopping.
knight f4. There is always bishop f4 and then bishop b8. But
And what?
no, this did not happen.
You
Played
know-
c5. But
Okay.
let's check if bishop f4. Okay, maybe rook ace. No, that's
Rook-
winning.
Rook a7 is one option, but you know what is the other option?
Take and
Take and
h2.
h2. Yes.
Yeah.
And now queen, black queens and black queens.
Mm-hmm.
Black queens.
Okay, white played c5 here. Because they are on the second, obviously. Knight g6. c6.
Wow.
Just giving up the rook for a queen. Knight e7, c7. Okay, white is completely winning now. King
Such a nice setup, yeah? The bishop on b7. You might think that, yeah, that's... okay, we have the result. We have the final result. So
1-0. So Amin Tapadabai wins his game against David Anton Guerrero because
and
he resigned in
joined
this position.
the winners, the
He joined
leaders,
the
the winners.
winners,
Sorry, yeah.
actually, yeah.
So what do we have, Maria? We have a big tie.
We have 5 players with 7 points, and we have another 2 players who can catch them up.
Yes.
And as I can see on board number 6, actually Daniel Guzon is winning against. Wait.
He's
we
winning
need to
against
check.
Narayan, yeah.
He's winning against Narayanan, yeah.
Narayanan, and
Let's go check the game.
yes.
Okay. He won.
He won the
He
game.
actually won the game, so we have 6 players
Wow,
with 7
6
points.
and 1 more, so it will be a big tie.
He won the
6
game.
and 1 more game is still in progress.
And we have
Let's check
here
that one. Yeah, Pranav
Pranav.
against Aranvith. And I think Aranvith is a pawn up. He's a pawn up and
He is.
trying to
Guzon
convert.
already won his game, so okay, so let's continue from here. B3.
Yes,
This is the last game for a tie.
right.
If draw, okay, they don't tie, but we already have a big amount of tires.
Yes.
Okay, this one you predicted. What can I say?
Just amazing. No, but really, it's like from so many games
You
and
predicted
now
this one.
and draws only. Okay, White was missing a lot this round. White was missing a lot.
I mean,
Vohidov missed the win.
yeah.
Mandonka missed. I mean, big advantage. Okay, it was not winning probably.
Queen c4.
Yes.
Well, I mean,
Queen g6, king h8. No perpetual. No perpetual check because bishop is on g7. Bishop goes to g7. b2 is probably lost.
yeah.
b2 is probably lost.
Queen
And
b2, queen c8.
and b5 pawn, b3
Queen
pawn
e3.
shall decide the game. Check.
King h3.
And bishop takes b2. Yes.
Queen e8.
No perpetual. One queen and bishop is defending the queen. Okay, well, white is trying.
Some chances.
Some chances.
Queen e7. King h8. Okay, the pawn is walking, to be honest.
Oh,
Bishop f6.
quite far. Wow, but this is drawn then.
Yeah, yeah.
So probably somewhere black missed the win. Somehow, somewhere black missed the win, and this
Yeah,
is
this is the current position.
gonna end in a draw, I believe.
Looks
So what
like.
did black miss? What did
Well,
black
white
miss?
simply can give the checks, right?
Yes. So here, yeah, so here somewhere black missed the win. Black missed the win. Yeah, it will end the draw. So then we'll have a 6 players tie, yeah, or 7.
Okay,
I lost
actually.
how many?
I
So
will
probably
tell you
Quizon
right now.
will win the game. I mean, he won
Quizon
the game.
won
He
the
won
game.
already.
So right now, we have 6 players,
Right.
7 points. 6 players. According to what I see now, Yakuboev is leading in tie.
Wow. Okay.
Paravian is the second, and Amin is the third.
Amin is the third.
As
Okay.
much as I see it.
Okay. Yeah. So Shamsuddin Vahidov missed the chance to be a sole winner. I think he's the biggest. The biggest misser, if we can say.
He
Yeah.
was winning, and he was winning the tournament.
He
with
was
the
winning the tournament. Just, I mean, you are a pawn up in the rook end game. You have big advantage in big time difference. Just need to calculate precise. It was actually not difficult. Imagine, Maria, if we found a way. if he found. So
If we manage to see
if he
it.
managed to see, then
But for
yeah,
us, it's not that easy because we're not in the game. You know, when
we
you're
are
in the
not there.
game, you're.
Of course, no pressure.
Yeah.
We are here. We discuss. We drink
If
coffee.
we do something wrong, we just change. So
Yeah, exactly. So
it's kind of fine for us. So basically, we're going to have 7 players with 7 points.
yeah. So the empty hall is empty. The playing hall is empty. And what do we have here? A guest in our studio, which wants to join our live coverage. And maybe sharing some impressions of the tournament, about open tournament. Yes, come, Nora. Hi. Hi, because everything is already
Already
decided
decided.
in the masters, and we want to
She's been our guest already.
okay. So yes, join. Yes, join your coach and say some words, some impressions about this year
Or maybe
tournament.
join Coach Viorel,
Yeah, so
and maybe you will learn one thing or two.
yeah, so let's go back to the game, which is still in progress.
Yeah.
Which is still in progress, and maybe we
looks
can
like a draw.
and it's just the
It's
tournament
draw,
is
it's
over.
just- yeah,
And the tournament is over, and we have a big tie.
The
big
7
tie.
players of time.
Yeah, and we cannot predict the winner till we see the final results, because
Yeah.
sometimes the game is decided on lower boards.
Everything can happen.
We don't, yeah, exactly. We don't know exactly. So let's say how the tie break might be influenced by.
exactly
result
from lower
on-
boards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So
In
it's
F5 is just they are repeating the moves and they are going to agree to a draw very soon, and we are going to have 7 players with a tie, and I can tell you the names now. So
yeah. Let's tell to our
Yeah.
viewers the players, the winners of the.
all the winners of the 30th Abu Dhabi Chess Festival. So 7 players with 7 points. Yakuboev Nodirbek, Paravian David, Tabadabi Aman, Vokhidov Shamsidin, Mendoka Leon Luke, and Filipino player Cuisine Daniel. This is the list, as much as I see, of the tiebreak of what is happening in the Abu Dhabi Chess Festival, and maybe some things will change, maybe some things will not, but congratulations to all of them.
Exactly. So good, well done, especially for international master from Philippines. Probably he scored a GM norm. I'm pretty sure about.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, with 7 out of 9 performance is probably over to 6. So and we don't know the winner yet, but
I think more or less we already know who is the
Okay.
winner, but we cannot know until everyone finishes the game. But anyways, this was a fun ride. This
Right.
was an amazing tournament, and it was always a joy to have you around in the studio. And every game there was a fight, especially last rounds.
yeah,
We can say that everything was happening. And one more time with the tie, no one is playing the tie break. There is no tie break for us. They are going to play. They are just the tie break of what we have in the tournament. And one more time, the winner of the tournament is going to take home $30,000. Second place $15,000, and the third place $8,000. And we have a lot of other tournaments, other prizes, of course. And this was not it, only it. Oh, in Open A, let me see if actually they finished the tournament and we have a winner.
so the closing ceremony,
No.
if you are in Abu Dhabi, you can join the closing ceremony here in Radisson Blue Hotel at 7 p.m. So come, enjoy the closing ceremony, and maybe you can play some games, some training games, or see the winners, or have a conversation with them, or maybe an interview if you are a journalist. Why not? So we are here, and yeah, it was a nice tournament. Thank you, Maria, for inviting me, and
Thank you for
so
always joining me.
so many personalities invited here, like world champion Vishwanathan Anand, Vasily Ivanchuk. Yeah,
Yes,
as
yes.
usually he was.
We had amazing guests
Yeah, exactly.
in this stream. And one more time for our viewers, you were following 30th Abu Dhabi Chess Festival 2024, which was being held in the capital of United Arab Emirates, Abu Dhabi, from August 14 until August 24. And we had more than 14 events throughout the whole tournament. We had even online tournament where Hikaru Nakamura won the tournament, and a
So can
lot
we
of
say that
personalities.
Nakamura was the participant? Yeah, he is
Nakamura was the participant in the
and
Abu-
winner in one of the Abu Dhabi
Exactly.
events. So
And in the main Abu Dhabi tournament, in the Masters group, we have a tie of 7 players with 7 points out of 9. And we are going to know the final list, whatever happens in the end of the tournament, when everyone finishes. But more or less, we already gave you the list, which is most likely going to happen. And here with you in the studio, were us,
yeah.
Grandmaster Viorel Iordachescu.
And Maria Gevorgyan, thank you for following us, and goodbye to the next edition of Abu Dhabi Festival.
Thank you to Abu Dhabi, thank you to Abu Dhabi Festival, and thank you to Abu Dhabi Chess Club. See you next year in the same tournament.